All right, Drew, coming off what a four-game win streak. Put up 147 last week. You came back down to earth this week. You've got Jerry, Alonso, and Colin. You know, prior 2 weeks, everybody was putting up 10 points. This week, I'm sure you're stressing a little more because that just didn't happen. George Kittle's not dropping 2 touchdowns every game. Like, how do you feel the next 3 weeks?
I feel fine. That's why we have Mostert on our team, 31 points. That's why you guys have guys like that, the superstars, and go out there and get it done when everyone's not around, not doing much. We got Jerry this week. Come on, I mean, he just sold Travis Etienne to you for a sack of potatoes and.
All right, settle down.
I'm sorry, Jerry. No strays. You got a haul, so I can't say much.
All right.
But you got Jerry and then Alonzo. That's gonna be tough. So, next question, please.
This one's coming from the fans. Black or white?
We like both over here.
You only can choose one.
I mean, just look at our team. Like, we got the kicker, Harrison Butker, white. Move to our running backs, both black. Great mixture. George Kittle, white.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
I like it. It's
Yeah,
balanced.
exactly.
Big fan of that.
You got any questions?
Yeah, I got questions.
Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
done?
Yeah, I'm good here for my first round of questions.
Wow. Okay.
First
off, how you feeling today?
Feeling great.
That's good.
Great.
That's
5-1.
good. 5-1.
Yeah.
Nick Chubb goes down. The world's crashing. I think you're toast. I need you to be toast because I have your first round pick. So I need
Everyone thought,
I need it to go bad here soon. So I'm gonna send you a couple rip off trades probably in the next couple of weeks. Try to deter you off your path, but
I was on Rosin there. Very good.
I want to know. Knowing you got DJ Moore after Ruben took JSN, looking at it now, I know it's like one of those things. It's becoming like the Mahomes thing on Sunday night. I know Ruben doesn't want to hear it, but it's just one of those things that the draft day things you look back at like, damn, like, okay, yeah, great trade for Mike Evans. Seraphin, traded him away early.
Right.
He still got some value. Mike's still good. Got him Gotti. Gotti got some value. I don't know who got more value, Seraphin or Gotti for Mike.
I mean, T's been hurt. He's been doing much.
Right.
I feel like Gotti got the more value out of that.
Why you said
Right now? Because, T had a touchdown last week, didn't he?
I believe so.
Okay. All right. It's still up in the air, but I'm on the Mike Evans side.
No, I'm asking him who got more value for Mike, you or him.
When the trade went down, I thought you won the trade, but Mike Evans been hot, so I'm going to have to go back on my word on that one.
All right. Well, Jerry, other conference, my team sells crack. I don't think anyone would doubt that, to be honest. Where do you think? Where's this going? The matchup coming up, all the trades. Is there somehow Jerry just rallies the troops on you and just pulls something out of his ass like he did against Ruben?
He might, as I'm saying last week, like Ruben, I don't know what happened, but I can't let it happen to me. This has to be a must-win. We got Alonzo after that, so we got to take advantage of this, get it done.
Okay. But, are you panicking at all just knowing that Raheem Mostert is terrible at football? Everyone knows he's awful.
He's not terrible.
He
had like 2 30-point games already.
Yeah, he did. Yes. But, A-Chain is right there. That has to worry you a little bit.
He's out till week 11. We'll worry about it when the time comes.
Yeah, but when the time comes, that's when the time comes, and it's just like might be time to go.
It might be.
When the time comes, it might be time to go.
All right, we'll see. A couple of weeks back from that injury, we'll see if he can get back to regular form right away.
I see Ridley's on the bench right now. Explain that.
Yeah, just the inconsistency. I don't know. I just can't get on board with that. So we're gonna try Jerome Ford this week for right now. Mm-hmm. See how his practices go.
Are you sure that's not like just a little bit, underestimating your opponent here? Jerry come off a huge win against me.
No, not at all. I saw a little bit at the end of the Browns game, and I liked how he's running. Okay. He looked great.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good play. If I end up playing him, it's not confirmed yet, but right now he's there.
Right. Okay. Mm-hmm. You good, Sarah?
Another question from the fans. You won a championship in 2015?
Yes, sir.
Right, the first, I guess, inaugural.
It was an 8-man league.
Amen League. Do
Yep,
you
first
think
year.
that is so old that maybe we should just like knock it off of your record and maybe
Mm,
retire that trophy?
You know, I can see why you guys
And
would
you
say
can
that.
be like, you think, like maybe you're no longer mentioned in that conversation.
No, there's no way. You know, it was the opening years of the kingdom. It means
Rules
a
were
lot.
completely different.
It was the first 8.
Yeah.
Just playoffs mattered. Championships mattered still. You know, I beat Jesse. It was a hell of a battle. It was a low scoring matchup. You know, still 8-man league. I know it's whatever. You guys make the jokes. Go ahead. We'll take it.
All
We
right.
went last year. We'll go again this year. We'll win.
It's been a lot of talk, East versus West. Seraphin's been very vocal on where he stands on that. You know, I want to know your point of view on that
Okay.
from an honest perspective.
Right. It's funny you asked that because I have some notes about
Okay.
East versus West in the playoffs since Seraphim joined.
Oh, wow.
So it's like against the opposite division.
Wow.
So we're not playing each other.
Okay.
So 2018, the West went 3-1. 2019 went 3-0. 2020 went 2-0. 21 we went 3-1. 22 went 2-0. So total 11-4 since you've been in the playoffs against other divisions.
Wait. Seraphin is?
No,
No, the
just
whole
the
team.
Oh, in
whole
the playoff.
kingdom,
In the playoff. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
the
like,
whole
whew.
playoffs.
I was like,
Oh.
wow. What is this?
Oh yeah. No, don't
Yeah.
worry.
Okay.
It doesn't make it any better. I
I
don't think like.
no, I mean, it would have been a little more like, wow, you
Just a
know.
little bit.
I guess it doesn't hurt for me just because I was one of those teams that,
Yeah.
you know, was
Like,
the one
you
who
probably got,
actually
like,
won
2
it.
of the 4
or
wins.
Won the game, you know. So, I mean, from your point of view, I do get it why it would be not making it any better. But for me, it's
Right.
like, oh, damn. Like, damn, y'all, come on, man.
It's found interesting.
Can't just be me and
11-4.
Ty doing it out here. Like, shit.
Exactly.
And this is King of Sports. I want to tap in real quick. I got you at the podium. I want to know your top 3 basketball teams right now, fantasy basketball.
Fancy basketball teams.
Yeah, top 3. Top
Top of my
top of your
head.
head, just off keepers. If you want, just early.
Top of my head, all right. I'll go. You know what? According to keepers, I'll go. Ty, me, Colin.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's a good list.
yeah.
Good list. A little overrated, per usual, but
I like his team. I like that. I was looking at it. I can't say anything.
Sure.
Yeah, Victor. Solid team.
yeah, he might be fragile as hell, but you know, we'll see. Yeah.
No.
All right, Drew. Well, you know, we might come back to you here after we get some fans to write in. So
Yeah.
you know, we're good for right now at the
Sounds
podium.
good.
You know, appreciate your time here today.
Thank you guys very much.
We're back. Another amazing week in the books. The infamous week. What was last week? Week 6. Yeah, the infamous. Yeah, infamous week 6.
Week
I call it
6.
that because it's that moment of where all optimism just needs to like get checked, and that the fantasy gods, they reminded me, you know, like, hey, you need 1.6 points, and your kicker is playing tonight. Cool. I'm thinking like, you know, Justin scored some at the end. Like, I was up by like maybe like 0.8, and then he took the lead by like 0.1, 0.6. I was like, whatever, you know. But that's funny. Like, I got humbled, and a lot of people do over the years. People are 4-1. If you're 4-1, you get really happy-go-lucky. But the ones who can get to 5-1, that's how you know like that's a real deal team in my opinion. Like 4-1 is a big hump to get over to 5-1. Doesn't mean you're not gonna be good if you lose that game. I'm just saying like it's one of those I respect. I respect 5-1 a lot more than I respect 4-1. It's just 1 week.
Sure.
But we got Drew Jackson in the house, an OG, you know, member of the Kingdom, first overall. I mean not first overall, but first championship winner in Kingdom history, 2015. Back in the day when I started, he played me. It was a cold, you know, snowy day. I started Forte and Jeremy Langford. Just a rookie mistake by me. I think if I can go back, I can figure it out how to win that game. But Drew Jackson's in the house. You know,
How you guys doing? Appreciate you for having me. That game was crazy.
You're welcome.
LaShawn McCoy, you know. That's
he
one
ran
we
better.
win.
He ran better in the snow than in
He did.
a dome.
No, that's what was crazy to me. Like, he didn't care. trucking through the snow.
He was gliding. He was fucking skiing. It looked like he was skiing.
It was crazy. Never seen anything like it.
No, I haven't either. It's like one of those like Bigfoot kind of sightings. Like no one's gonna believe. So it's so long time. I doubt they have footage of this game anymore. Like that can even like go to like a 4K TV. Like it would be so grainy probably on a 4K. Yeah, exactly. What the fuck is that? Like but like it's just like yeah. Sean McCoy, he buried me that year. But we had your first return to the championship last year, 2015 to 2022.
It's a long time.
It's a long time.
That's
That's yeah, man. Damn, bro. Came up short this time.
played a great opponent in Colin. Division rival.
That window's closed.
I hope it really is.
It is.
Beat him last year twice, but he got me where it mattered most. Respect to Colin, great franchise over there. But I do hope his window is closed for sure.
Yeah, no, I think it is. I think it is. I think we should get into the last week's games. I think we should I just want to get my game over with
Okay, yeah.
because it was, excuse my French, but it was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, I touched on it a little bit, but yeah, it's
You
just,
got notes?
I mean, Kyron Williams, that was a fumble at the goal line. I never got my clear view. They got I know they got like another camera in the building that I like to see the shot where he didn't fumble in the goal line. If someone could please send me that, because he fumbled at that damn goal line. It wasn't even looking for a touchdown. It's either he fucking fumbled or at the 1 yard line. But no, they give him a touchdown. All right, that's fine. He wants to drop 22. He's a dog. Amaros popped off. Kenneth Walker consistent again. Joe Burrow, just cool Joe. I mean, I seen the Bengals. I was talking to the Bengals owner. He said he was gonna talk to him. He talked to Joe like 2 weeks ago. Joe stepped it up. Last week, like, all right, I talked to the Bengals. I'm like, I think we got him under control. Then he wants to like go out there and play like ass again. We go as Joe goes, and until he fucking changes, it's not gonna fucking fix. It's not gonna get fucking fixed.
That's a tough loss.
I was at home, man. But yeah, it was a tough loss. I had to wear my emotions on my sleeve there. That was a tough one.
Yeah.
I wanted to. If I had a clipboard, I would have snapped it.
Yeah.
I would have snapped it. So you can say what you want, joke what you want. I know I lost that game. I think everyone knows I lost that game.
I don't think you not only lost, but like your team went and just fully like imploded on itself. Like it's not that you lost, but it's like Demon's injured. Garrett Wilson's on the bench. Like this team doesn't know what they're doing at all. I mean, 75 to 76. The meme started hot with what looked to be like, shooting Gotti in the head, dead to rights. That was like the whole vibe of the week was dead to rights.
It was
Like
supposed to be a blowout.
there was supposed to be a white flag. There's someone supposed to say stop, stop, stop. But nobody was saying stop. Everyone enjoyed everything.
Like if the pastor was like,
And the
touching
thing
kid,
is that
stop.
Branch did everything we thought he was going to do. Like 75 points, hell yeah. Like that's my week,
Okay.
right? 75, 80 points. Like, of course. And then Jesse, all you had to do was score 80 points. Not even about like the 1.8 that you missed or whatever. It's about your team only mustered 75 points.
Yeah.
Disrespectful to the East.
Bad week.
You gave us, this was East versus West. Like it wasn't just Drew, or it wasn't just like a Branch. Like there was more on the line.
Right.
And Jesse fumbled the bag and his team just showed for it. I don't think I'm very confident in this team going forward. Drew, if you had to trade somebody now, who would you trade from that team to try to make it a little better?
On that team?
Yeah.
On Jesse's team, I would probably trade. You can't trade Kenneth. I feel like you can get some value from Metcalf.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like
His
definitely.
mediocre ass?
I like Metcalf.
Yeah.
You don't like Metcalf?
No, not one bit. He averages, 6 points, but that's not going to win me the chip.
I feel you. But to be fair, I mean, Montgomery did get hurt in this game. It could have been easily another 1.6 points.
It could have been
Point.
easily
That's a great point,
avoided if Garrett Wilson would have
great
just
point, Drew.
started at flex, right?
That's a great point.
Would you think that's a management fuck up?
No.
No?
Who do you have on the bench?
Yeah, Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson.
Would he easily gave
He's
him?
a toss-up, too, though.
Is he? But the
Over Monty over the past couple
but
weeks.
the optimism though from the owner, like
Yeah. I feel like that comes down a little bit when Aaron Rodgers gets hurt, though.
Wow.
He said it
He's
was.
coming
He
here
said it
with
was a
facts.
fall off the table.
coming in
It
here with
wasn't a triple
facts.
homicide.
He's coming in here with
He said it
facts,
was a
man.
triple homicide. It might have been, but hey, he might come back this year. Not for fantasy playoffs, but I feel like that's what keeping Garrett going. So I think he'll still be a solid receiver for this year. But yeah, the Monty thing, I don't know. Also,
Looked pretty bad. But go ahead.
just a couple bright sides for Jesse. Kenneth got 6 touchdowns this year. I mean, that's a great trade.
Okay.
Hey,
6 touchdowns.
Wow.
And then also for Gotti, it's a 2-game win streak. So that's good for him.
Hell yeah.
I feel like that's good
Yeah.
for him in the kingdom.
Yeah, I mean, it was great win for Gotti. I want him to be competitive. He's in the West. I got nothing to really do with that. I'm 3-1
What you
against.
do?
I'm 3-1 against the East this year, and it's always been if you handle business at home, you go to the playoffs. That's usually how it goes. So on the road is cool for like the fans, and it's good, all that, and it's a rah rah. We only play out once a year, but you really gotta beat your division. So
I love the
when Sarah-
narrative.
So no.
I love the narrative
so
that's
when-
coming from this. The
so-
way that it ended and
so-
how it could have been different,
Well, Seraphim was the one who really started the West versus East, and I kind of stood back. I always kind of respected the West, and like they were my boy. I really had no beef with the West, really. Like I don't really have any beef with the West. Like it's kind of like a Seraphim kind of dragging us in, and I just gotta respect. I gotta sit there and hold on. I gotta stand up for my name. I think Ty kind of feels the same way. Like, I gotta stand up for my name here.
Definitely
Yeah.
the founder of the.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he does have to handle some business this week because I know Colin was not going to be quiet if he beat you.
Right.
You play who do you play this?
Oh, I play Branch.
Branch is not going to be quiet if he beats you.
Oh yeah.
So it's I appreciate
I don't know.
you hyping us up because I am in the East, but it's not like a narrative that I necessarily started. You were the one who wanted to go at the East. But hold
That's
on,
insane.
But another thing is
Like
that
he chose to separate himself today, not like a week ago. Because I've been talking about this for 3 weeks or 4 weeks now, and like all of a sudden he wants to separate himself because the East for West we went 3-2, could have easily been 4-1, right? Because Jesse had the best matchup. Anybody would have won it, fumbled the bag.
Wait, did Gotti beat Colin?
We're talking about week 7,
I just
week
wanna know,
6,
did
right?
he beat Colin? Or?
Gotta be Colin?
Yeah.
I don't think so, did he?
Or did Colin beat Gotti?
But we're talking about week 6.
I just want to know. I'm curious to that one. Give me 1 second.
Oh, no, Justin beat
Oh,
Colin.
Mahir.
Justin did beat Colin.
So Gotti did beat Colin.
Pretty sure.
So Gotti beat the team that Seraphim played, but somehow I'm playing the worst team. Like, no, I think you
What?
kind of played the worst team in the league
What?
this year.
That's insane.
How?
No, Colin getting Eckler. I think Eckler is
How?
better than better than
He's better than
Branch's
Kyron?
entire team.
He's better than Kyron Williams?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Not this year.
Kyron Williams had a couple of good games.
But you got to be able to spot it. Like,
but Eckler's has multiple years of
looks a
being
little
one of
slow. He
the
looks a little
top.
slow.
He's always been a first
looks a
round
little
pick,
slow.
top 3 pick in every draft.
Looks a little slow.
He's been picked very high.
You're big on age. He's up there in age. He's
He
looking a little
is,
slow.
but if we're just talking this
Talking
season,
about what you did for me lately.
Right. I would say Kyron Williams.
I think.
I think that's risky.
Right.
I think
That's
Kyron-
so
Right.
risky. He's never done. Kyron Williams, though he's having a very good start to the first half of the season, does not have the years. That's so disrespectful to Austin Eckler and so
It
egregious.
sounds like disrespectful. Maybe
No,
you were saying like he's
so-
better all time or
it's-
something.
No, wait, look.
Right, there you
Eckler's way better. Okay, what are you trading for Williams?
For Kyron, if I had, I'll give it the first round.
Just the first round? But he's so good. Then what would you get for Eckler? Just the first round?
Probably this year. Yeah. Wow. Maybe I
Nah,
go
the
first
values-
and a second for Kyron.
The values are too crazy.
He just
different.
answered you again. You just cut him off. He said maybe a first and a second for Kyron.
That's still not enough. It has to
Oh,
be probably 2 first rounders for Eckler.
I'd pay that too. He asked for it.
Would you pay 2 for Williams?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You'd pay 2 for Williams.
Yeah.
So give it
He's
to him.
23 years old.
Give it to him.
Like he's a cornerstone. I don't
Make
have
that
him.
trade.
I've been trying to talk to him. I don't got 2 first rounders.
You don't?
No. I wish I did. He'd been my team already.
Yeah.
That's
So
insane.
yeah. And I think tough game. Hats off.
But you
hats off to
definitely
Gotti.
played the worst team in the West.
I don't know, man.
I mean,
'Cause that
Colin
team
did
beat
put up-
Colin's team.
Colin put up 81 points.
Okay.
and Branch put up 76.
Yeah.
So who's better?
I mean, come on.
But like,
that's not like
who's a better? Who scored more points?
yeah. But
Who
I mean,
scored?
come on.
No, the
It's
question
fucking
is
5
who
points.
scored? Who scored more points? Colin and Branch.
It's fucking 4 points.
But who scored more?
Yeah, Colin scored
week.
more.
All right then. All right.
But didn't
So, like-
Colin? Didn't they play each other last week? Who scored more last
No,
week?
I don't see how that has
Didn't
to
he
do.
beat him last week?
Every week is so different. Like I don't know
But
why
I
we
just
can
don't
go
understand how-
back and
well,
like.
that's what we do. We go back and we look. So it's like, I mean, he
Colin-
did just beat Colin. So I mean, yeah, you beat
Colin
Colin.
also dropped
You-
150 points 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but could Branch ever do that?
I feel like he could. I feel like anyone can.
Maybe.
he dropped
In our
150.
dream?
He
In our
dropped
dream?
150 points. Seraphim.
Maybe in
It was
Minecraft.
145, I think. But
Did he?
Yeah.
What week was that?
140.
Week 2 or 3.
Yeah, it was like week 2 or something. Oh wait, you're gonna check my 150 points.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna be 147.
It's a lot, right?
What?
4 points is a lot, right?
I mean, it's like
yeah,
3
exactly. You just gave
points.
me
It's
shit.
3
right?
points. It's 3
No,
points.
it's 4 points. 146.
146.
Mhm.
But Colin still put 146.
He did.
So,
He did.
but has Branch done that this year?
No, not this year.
Okay,
No,
so
he
like,
hasn't.
look, the conversation is not who's better or what. It's Jesse, you dropped the ball.
It
These
is.
are games.
That's why I
you
started off. That's
can't-
why I said.
These are games you can't lose. No,
I can when I'm 3-2.
You're
you
right.
can't when you're 1
No,
and 5,
no, no.
1
Even
and
at
4.
3-2, he's 3-3. You know,
I know, but that's why I dropped the ball when I was 3-2. I could do that when I'm 3-2. When I'm 3-3, no, I can't. Like I gotta be captain this week. When I'm 3-2,
No, you need to win this week.
yes, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Because I'm 3-3.
and last week.
Okay, I would like to have won
Yeah.
last week.
No. You needed to.
No, I
win.
need to win this week. That's
No,
how I feel.
In this league, these
Nah,
wins are not.
I-
I can.
I think
I can skate
when it
this
comes to
one by.
wins, maybe that should.
Then it's week 11. Oh shit! I should have won when I played Branch.
Do you feel like 500 is a good place to be? In this league?
I mean, it's not. It doesn't strike a lot of.
I don't think he would really
confidence.
know too much.
I don't think it strikes a lot of
I
confidence.
think he would pray for 500. To be honest, when was the last time you were above 500? You were
Last
above 500.
year.
No, you
Last year.
weren't.
Yes, I was.
No, you
When I
weren't, bro.
started
You won
4-1?
one more game. No, I'm
When I
talking about
started
you
4-1?
finished the season 500.
Oh, I thought you meant
above
ever
No,
above 500.
Over it's the whole season.
Again.
So I don't know if he would be
Again.
the best one to ask about
Yeah.
500. I can answer that question for you, Drew.
Yeah.
How does it feel? You know,
But what do you? I guess. Hold on.
Oh.
The question though about being over 500. Like, did you mean it like 500 like currently in the season
like
or
currently right now,
okay,
yeah.
but not about what Jesse's talking about.
Well, like overall too.
Yeah. What the initial question though was
But
about.
the
in
initial one was
season.
about in the season.
So before y'all went down that road, because the question was different. You're jumping. Let's stay in this season.
Okay.
I feel like there's one too many times we keep going into the past about how blah blah blah. Like
so what was the
today is now. No, he was like, "Do you think 500 is good in season?" And I said, "It doesn't strike a lot of confidence. Like it's not a lot of confidence."
season.
Yeah.
We're talking about
Yeah.
this season.
No, he asked about the year though.
Oh, we're talking about you in general.
Well,
Yeah,
I was
like
talking
in
about
20 like
500.
2019.
I was talking about 500 in general.
500.
But he's talking
Yeah.
about this season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would say I don't think he would know too much about 500 in general. But like, I mean, if you want to talk about like 2-1, 3-2,
Here we go.
you know, I don't know about like 5-4. That's pushing it. I think they said 3-1, 500. I think,
Okay.
I think that's where he's. Yeah, but yeah, continue. Yeah, you know, I think that it's very important to be 500 during the season. Be right there at 500 because you can use 2 weeks and you take off on someone.
Right. It's true. Exactly.
That's all you need. 2 weeks you can take off on someone.
Obviously, it's better than being under 500. Yeah.
Right, but it's not like it's like Ruben starts off every year 4-1, you know, and then all of a
Over
sudden
500.
sometimes, yeah, 3 games above 500, not 500, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So then he'll make some trades and then it'll fuck him up because he's that
Okay.
fucking he thinks he's that good at that moment.
All right.
So that's what I'm saying. Like it's not a moment of like where I'm good during the season. So being 500, yeah, that's nothing to be embarrassed about during the season. Like you're in the hunt. There's a lot of teams that like bow out early or that don't ever get in the hunt. I was one of those teams last year for the first time. So
Yeah. Obviously, it's good, but I think it's better to obviously be above 500. Usually, when you're in 500, you're like battling,
Right.
right? Like you're
Like,
battling. You're in the
spot.
trenches.
Yeah.
Every win means something, but like in terms of like Alonso, Ty, and Ruben, where they're above 500, there's really no question: are they going to make the playoffs? It's just when do they clinch it?
Right.
But like when you're at 500, that means you're probably battling in the season. You're losing.
so Ty
Taking
being
losses.
3-3 is above 500.
No, he's at 500.
Right. So I think these narratives need to like calm down, pump the brakes. Like when you're a this, a that. Let's calm down on the this or that. Like when he's 3-3 right now, like you know what I'm saying. Like I feel like these names just get thrown out there with these narratives.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, we're talking about general in the season, so like that's what I would like to go to. And I feel like I'd explain it, but yeah, Ty's gonna be above 500 at the end of the season. So
Yeah,
um,
we'll see. I still think the window's closed, but
you want to talk? Let's talk about Ty's game.
let's go.
game?
Yeah, Ty's game.
Versus me?
Yeah.
So we got what's his name nowadays? Through heaven and hell, I hate everything. What is it now? Oh, yeah, there it is. You know, we got a loss to Drew. Man, dude, I know Drew. I know there's that rivalry there. There's no downplaying it.
No.
It's a big game for Ty every year. We know it's a big game for you, Ty. That's a tough loss, but it's one of those losses that you could afford because you were 3-2. You know, I'm gonna keep it even across the board. That's how I feel. Just being a veteran out here in the kingdom and having the best record all time, I kind of know how to navigate a season. So I'm gonna say, you know, you're good to go right now. But just like me, we're going against week 7. You play Colin, I play Cabin, which Cabin's gonna be a battle. He's 3-3. You play Colin, who's I said the window's closed. It's gonna be a window closed game. It's gonna be fucking like Falco in that motherfucker. Like every window will be shut in that bitch. It'll be hot as hell in that house. You have to win against Colin. You have to, Kai. Yeah, then it's panic mode. You're under 500. Like, you get to 500? Okay. Under 500, no.
Yeah.
You get there, you gotta bounce back. Get there, you gotta bounce back. That's what you gotta do all season long. Bounce back. Once you get under, is when it's like, geez, like you might get lost out here. Hold, get your mic. If you're gonna say something, I just want you to know.
Yeah, I just want to say, Ty loses versus Colin. I feel like whoever loses that game is their season's pretty much in jeopardy, big time. Whoever loses that game, I know Colin's already is, but I feel like he still can bounce back for sure.
Colin?
Yeah, I think he can.
I think he can.
wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, he's that savvy that I'll give him. He can do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of if he wants to give me his best players or not.
Right.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Kelsey.
Yeah, I think Ty, 98 points. He's playing Colin next. That sucks. Colin just has that like tendency to maybe drop 140 on your head. We all know Ty's probably gonna score 100.
Right.
We don't know if Jesse's gonna score 80 or 85. So, yeah, but it just sucks for Ty playing Colin, who like just man, Eckler's finally back. Right, Eckler's off the injury. You can say what you want about Eckler's first game back since week 1.
Right. No,
But, he goes off. I mean, obviously Kelsey and Pacheco have just been on fire.
Mm-hmm.
I think Colin's honestly, Colin's one player away from being relevant. Saquon, Eckler just haven't helped him. I just think, man, sucks. Ty really needing to win this game. Yeah, I feel like saying the same thing you guys are saying,
Right.
like getting to 3-3. It sucks to be over 500 in the beginning of the season, and then you start trending down to 500. And then if you dip below 500, that's just depressing.
That's a tough
Yeah.
season.
It's different for me, right? I started losing. I started losing early. Now I'm getting some dubs, and it feels so good. But if I'm Ty, I am probably stressed, bro. I'm probably stressed.
Hell no, bro. Hell no.
I got that losses out the way.
Hell no.
Everything that
I'm way more stressed on you than Ty right now.
hell
I'm
no.
not being tied.
Yeah.
I'm
what the
cooling.
fuck? Get
I'm
out
doing
of here.
everything I'm supposed to do, and he's kind of fumbling the bag everywhere he cannot fumble the bag. Like
He
Against
could
Drew-
afford that little. He's 3-3.
I don't know, because you're right. No, I don't know if he could afford this. Because can you afford a loss to Colin?
That's something he can't afford this loss.
Yeah.
He cannot afford this loss.
Right.
'Cause that sends him in that jeopardy territory of like, hold
Right.
on, an injury away from 2 games under
Right.
500.
I just think,
You don't know.
yeah, I think it was tough. It sucks because he played Drew and Colin when Drew's at his best, right? Right now.
I mean, I don't know. He
Their
lost
hottest.
Chubb. I think Drew. I don't think there's gonna be a Drew at his best. I think he's kind of got the underdog stamped on
I
his
don't know,
head.
bro.
The rest
He dropped
of the
like
way.
140.
I know, but you gotta give him that though.
and then 120 after
There's
that,
no
and then
Chubb.
109 again.
I'm not gonna take it away from him though.
I don't, that Chubb narrative squash it. I hate it ever happened.
You're
We
the
were
man.
way too nice.
Yeah,
We were way too nice.
Uh-huh.
Thinking like, and everyone's like, "Oh, Drew, you're gonna bounce back somehow." Bullshit. Everyone should have called it.
He did,
Every
though.
entire league.
No.
He did though.
They're positive, and
They
I
were
think
there
if
to
they were
be
more
honest.
negative, you wouldn't be where you're at today. So it's really their fault. But yeah, I don't know. I think Ty losing this week is bigger than next week because it just, man, that snowball once it starts rolling down that hill, it gets bigger. It gets bigger, then he blows it up. He blows it up.
I wouldn't put it back. That's something Ty does. That's something Ty does. If Ty does go under 500, you go see some guys go out that door because he don't accept that. You know, that's
Yeah.
fine. He doesn't
It's a
accept it.
slippery slope, those losses. You don't know when you're going to come back out. Let me tell you, I went 0-4. I didn't know when I was coming out. And then I got the first win, second win. Now, okay, I'm crawling
Who
now.
you play this week now?
Grange.
Okay, there you go.
This is what I needed.
Yeah.
This is what I needed. But let's
Doesn't
you guys anything else with Ty and Colin, or should we move on?
No, it's time me.
I mean Ty and you.
No, not really.
Get you guys confused, my bad.
You're crazy, man. No, that's about it, man. Like,
No, you play.
Hey, minutes for
You
Mostert?
play. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, my fault. Go ahead. You said
Uh,
they good as
next
Mostert.
week.
But should we go over Jerry and Ruben?
Uh-oh.
I wish Ruben was on the press conference today because
You guys are very low.
that would have been.
I kind of stole the show. That one kind of snuck by, to be honest.
What do you mean?
I love like just the shit.
You know,
man.
honestly, in the group chat, I think both your losses have kind of snuck by a little bit.
Why?
You haven't nearly gotten as much like abuse.
It's probably because it was Sunday night instead of Monday night.
And I was like holding back because I'm like, I'm gonna wait for the show. His team fucking sucks. And then Ruben just skating by, no one really saying anything, but like
He didn't skate by.
69 to 67.
Yeah.
Jesus,
That's a bad one.
my goodness.
Yeah, that's worse than 76, 75.
And it's so much worse because it's not like it was Branch against Colin, right, or Branch against Captain. It was Ruben against Jerry.
This is supposed to. And I told you about 4-1 Ruben.
Like,
It's something about 4-1 Ruben. I don't know why his team just doesn't do good on week 6, bro. I don't get it.
It's a curse.
He gotta hold the steady ship. Don't freak out, Ruben.
Right.
I think he is DEFCON 6, the one where you're like declaring nukes and shit. No quarterback as of 2:49 p.m. this evening. No quarterback on the bench.
No,
He had Russell Wilson, dropped him, but like
nothing.
I think Derek Carr's an option. Russell Wilson's still an option. Who do you think Ruben started?
I feel like we talked about it earlier. I feel like he does go the Derek Carr route. I feel like he just always had a soft spot for Derek Carr.
Right.
For some reason, yeah.
He
I don't know
does.
why.
Yeah.
Think so. You know, Kyle Pitts is looking up this week again, so I don't know if we get that quarterback under control. Maybe bounce back this week.
And then Bijan, another single-digit game. Can someone fact-check that? How many single-digit games has he had this so far? Was it week 1, the only double-digit? Fact-check me, please.
Week 1 and week 2 he had double digits, and then week 4 he had double digits. So.
Oh, okay. So he's had more. Okay. Because that shit would have been a red flag, right? Like, if it was single digits,
I would agree, yes.
red flag. Jonathan Taylor, the second. When does Jonathan Taylor get it together?
Yeah, I don't know.
Jonathan Taylor, like year 2, kind of, right?
Yeah.
Like year 2, right?
Not this year.
Are you saying like, oh, my fault? They meant like when he
Jonathan
started.
Taylor, yeah.
Oh, this year.
Because last week I think it was 2 points. This week was 7.
I think
Yeah.
in 2 weeks we're gonna see him kind of pop off.
I agree. Probably somewhere around there.
What's it called? No, Bijan actually had 6, 5.6, 8.2, and 5.1. Oh shit, that's Jahmyr Gibbs. My fault.
Damn.
Yeah, my fault, bro. Yeah, you're right. Jeez.
Yeah, that was really misleading, man.
Yeah, my fault. I apologize.
That's like really-
That's on me. That was on me. That's on me. That's on me, guys. That's on me.
That's misleading.
That's on me.
Is Gibbs starting anywhere?
I hope not, man. Actually, I do hope. I hope he does start.
He's not starting.
But yeah, let's get back here. That's a tough loss, Ruben. I know you were hyping up CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
CeeDee.
Even after CD though, Jamar Chase, Jonathan Taylor.
That was his game high too. CeeDee was his game high, so
Mike
Simon
Evans.
showed up.
Who? CD Lamb?
Yeah, it was his game
11.
high. Game high.
Do you guys think?
Or not game high, team high.
Do you think Ruben should be disappointed this season so far? Do you think he should be disappointed?
I think you're super worried.
Super worried?
You're super worried. How do you have, man? Like you just hope it clicks because it starts to eat away, and you kind of see why Ruben makes all these trades. It's like, what's with all these big names? Because you look at Jerry's team, and I see nobody other than Patrick Mahomes. Other than Patrick Mahomes, like you look at Jerry's team. I was looking at Jerry's team. I was looking at this matchup, and I'm like, shit. Like even, not to get off on a different topic, but even with Jerry's first round picks that he has coming in the next couple of years.
Right.
Man, I don't know. I was looking at the draft, and even if he hit every single pick, he could maybe this year, just if, he had those picks, maybe he has 3 first-round picks. Man, he could have maybe had Swift, Montgomery, and Bijan. And it's like, is that enough? And you got to go 3 for 3, though.
Well, you got to factor
on your
in
picks.
why can't he get first overall pick or second or third?
Well, so the way I looked at it was he went 3 for 3, and he picked every... Like, he didn't pick, say, Flowers or DJ Moore.
Jerry?
Yeah, so, like, the way that I did it, the way that I'm looking at it is that... So, Jerry has, like, 2 or 4 first-round picks next year.
Okay.
So, obviously, we can't look at what the draft's going to be.
Right.
So, I just look like, what if he drafted this year with all those picks? Like, who would be on his team?
Okay.
And,
Sometimes there's some bad drafts.
yeah, sometimes there is bad drafts, but,
Right.
like, Jerry can't afford that.
I know, but he
really
can't really do it.
because all his
He can't
picks
do
are
anything
this
about
year,
it at this
next
point.
year, and it's like Ruben's still lost.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part. That's the crazy part.
Do you think, like, man, is it really the quarterback position that if he just would have had maybe Justin Herbert, someone
I
better?
mean, this player got hurt.
Yeah.
I know there's like a double standard for my team versus other teams, but
yeah.
Justin Fields got hurt. If Justin Fields plays, Ruben wins that game. So that's why you don't panic, because you got to get past the emotions and this and that. Wow, Dave Montgomery 3. This guy's been fucking 300 touchdowns in 4 weeks. Like he's going insane. Like it's Dave Montgomery's going insane. But I didn't even care. I don't care about none of that. I care about Tyler Bass missing the field goal. That last field goal is what lost me the game. I don't care about everyone else. You guys did your job. Everyone did their fucking job. Tyler Bass didn't do his damn job. Yes, he got 0. He gave me a 0. You can't give me 0. You can't give me 0.
But
bro.
you should have never just scored. What was
Oh my
it?
God.
67.
But the thing is,
You should have just never been in that position, though.
only one team
60?
scored. How many teams scored over 100 last week?
Not a lot. Only like Lonzo, I think.
Yeah,
It was a bad
2
week.
teams. It was just a bad week.
Yeah, but like, come on, what was it?
It was a bad week.
75 points, like.
Yeah, it was a bad week. And Joe Burrow gave me 13. I told you, I blame Joe Burrow and Tyler Bass, because Joe Burrow needs to start giving me 20. If Joe Burrow doesn't give me 20, I run the risk of losing the game. That's my math in my head. Yeah, if he doesn't give me 20, there's a chance I lose this game. He's not doing it. He's failing me, man. I don't really have a choice. I don't have anywhere else to go. Joe has to just get fucking better.
Yeah, it feels good not to really hope that my quarterback puts up 20.
He just
so I
might
can
be
get the
driving
dub.
Diggs away.
Hmm?
He might be driving Diggs away. I hope he does that, and then Gabriel Davis just becomes the number 1. You haven't seen them in beefing?
Huh?
Diggs is out there slamming tablets.
He's a
Yeah,
very
you see
like
it.
emotional. He's a
Hell
very
yeah.
emotional player. Like his heart's in the game,
Most receivers are.
Yeah,
and he's one of the best.
Yeah.
He's one of the best.
Yeah, Josh Allen's pretty fucking good, man.
There's a lot of egos, man.
There's a lot of
I think
shitty
Josh
quarterbacks out there.
Allen-
He should be fucking
I think
happy
Josh
Josh Allen's
Allen's
throwing on the
terrible.
damn ball. There's a lot of shitty quarterbacks out there, bro. Trust
There
me.
is, yeah. I mean,
There's a lot of receivers. Terry McLaurin, I would love for
Yeah.
Josh Allen to throw him a
can't
football,
wait till
man.
Terry finishes his career in Buffalo.
Or the Chiefs. Someone needs to trade for him. Save him. Free Terry.
But yeah, not a unexcusable loss by Ruben, man. You've got to get that
unexcusable.
win.
He's the favorite.
he's
He's
the
got
favorite.
the perfect dynasty team.
He had the
I
largest
would be a
story going.
little
in.
underwhelmed with Bijan. I would be underwhelmed with him because this is not Saquon Barkley.
No.
That's clear. Like when Saquon stepped on the scene, we understood the hype. We understood everything. Like, yeah, he's a chosen one. This guy's different. Saquon Barkley is different. Bijan, he's very good. You can tell he's very good, and he's gonna have a really good career. He's very versatile, but he's got like I don't know how to describe it. Like Derrick Henry kind of to him, where it's gonna take him a while to get like understand how fucking good he is. Like, remember when Derrick Henry was like ass for like the first 2 years?
Yeah.
It made no sense. Like, what the
Right.
fuck? How is Derrick Henry not?
He's
You're bigger
running
than
bench,
everyone.
yeah.
Yeah, he's like, dude, you need to start. So once Bijan realizes how good he is,
Mm-hmm.
he'll figure it out. But he's just giving off like, damn, I don't think it's gonna be a crazy rookie year for Bijan. I think it's gonna be a very good one though.
I think it'll be a good one for sure.
I don't know if it's gonna be number one overall running back good.
No.
I think Saquon was number one his rookie year.
Yeah, he was.
Right.
He was. Also against
Unreal
Ruben.
draft pick by you. But yeah.
Yeah.
That was a crazy one.
Man, then got
They
yeah.
traded him, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
before
for
the year
some
was over.
value
I think it was
there,
after like
no.
28. Or he dropped like,
And I'm so glad I don't have
dropped
Saquon
like
right now.
26 in the fourth quarter.
I'm so glad I don't have Saquon right now.
I don't know. I think that's the only thing holding Collins' team together really. Is the prospect of Saquon Barkley being good again this year for him. Like if that wasn't there, it'd be like, sheesh, man, you got some fucking old heads over there, man.
wait, Colin?
Yeah.
Colin doesn't have Saquon.
Yeah.
Who?
Ty.
Right? He traded
Oh
him.
my
I was
God, I
looking
can't
for it
keep
right
up,
now.
man. I can't.
I know.
Damn.
Oh,
Top
my
of him in
God.
last second.
Like-
Damn. So that means Collins' window's really shut.
Saquon just got
They got,
worse.
uh,
on
yeah,
Collins'
Yeah,
team.
I didn't realize
All right,
Colin
Ty.
got that much worse.
Puka
Yeah.
and
Oh,
Yeah.
see, Ty, I knew it.
What?
You can't trick me, Ty. You can't trick me about Puka. I know damn well you knew he was ass, bro.
Who did you trade?
Get the hell out of
Saquon
here.
and
Talk
who,
about
Terry?
Puka, look who is my
Was
man.
it Saquon and who?
Fuck out of here.
It was Terry and Puka.
Whatever.
No, I don't know.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll,
Yeah, big blooper there, Jesse. Either way,
bad loss by Ruben.
Mm-hmm.
bad.
Jerry did not deserve that win. He
Jerry
walked down to the
deserved-
locker
I
room
mean-
and tried to throw the game. He started pulling starters.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
Jerry
come
was
on.
throwing that game. Like he tried his hardest to throw that game.
I don't think so. I think he put the best team he could. Like, there's
Ruben's
really
out there
nobody else.
sweating out. Jerry's
Yeah,
just like,
Ruben-
if Ruben beats me, that he sucks. That's what Jerry says.
that
Like he's just
fucking
like, bro,
sucks.
if I can't lose this fucking game, man, like what are we fucking doing here?
That is hilarious. I mean,
I can start everybody and get 69 points and win by 2.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Not even win by 1. You win by 2.
Yeah, that was
Won by 2 points. It's a good big. It's a great win. Maybe it
yeah.
makes Jerry realize it's a long season, and he has a small chance. He already got 2 wins. Like, all right, you're 2-4. 2 more weeks, you can be 400 and 500. If you can figure it out, given the Pastor ETN, a young stud running back, great trade by
Yeah.
Seraphin.
Wow, yeah,
To
that
get
panned out.
ETN,
Huh?
That was a good
That
one.
does not
panned out,
help
Jesus.
at all.
Yeah, what a
A
great
rebuilding team at all, Jerry.
Great debut.
So disappointed in
yeah.
you for trading ETN, man. I was so proud.
Yeah.
ETN. I was like, damn, I was the one who was hyping you up in the summertime. Everyone was like, nah, I don't fuck with Jerry's team. I'm like, hold on, he got ETN, he's got Waddle, he's got
Brees, ETN, Gibbs doesn't
RB4,
matter
by
that
the
much
way.
anymore.
Ah.
RB4.
And then Brees is another good game with Brees, so that's a good duo over there. Let's just go over to that game because I'm getting sick to my stomach looking at this game. Let me get on over to this. The Passer versus Colin.
Yeah.
Like I said, Colin it's over, Colin. It was a hell of a run. I went through it last year. I got my licks. It's your turn to get your licks. You might have a bounce back next year, but you are not bouncing back this year. It's not happening. Did I play you yet? I didn't, right?
Colin?
Yeah. I didn't play Colin yet. No, I didn't play Colin. Yeah, I can't wait to whoop. I'm whooping Colin's ass, man.
Yeah, Colin. It's so weird how he is 1 in 5. Because you look at his
No,
team.
I did play Colin. I lost to Colin. Yeah, he dropped 146 on me.
Yeah, you're Colin's
Without
only
any
win.
of his starters.
But you look at Colin's
That
team.
was, and that's an anomaly. That's why he dropped 146. Man, you telling me
No,
he
I
dropped
mean,
146? He should never drop 146 with that fucking team.
Do you have the? No, I think he.
No one started. No one played for him. It was crazy. It was like the craziest thing I ever seen. It was. I mean, who was out? Fucking everyone.
There's only
Eckler
one.
was out. Barkley was out.
Yeah, he just went on. Not just. It's crazy, right? He has Eckler back,
Yep.
and you look at Colin's team, and you're like, damn. Like Pacheco's playing better than Rashad White. I think those were like the 2 running backs from last year that kind of people were still eyeing, and Pacheco's the winner. Rashad White
sure.
is not the winner
I
there.
knew he was trash. Rashad White.
Rashad White, Pacheco, but I mean, you don't know at the time, but
Oh, I knew.
Pacheco.
Watching film, that guy sucked.
Pacheco's obviously better. Eckler
Yeah, he's
still.
fast as hell. Pacheco's decent.
Eckler, had 1 good week where I missed then 4 weeks. He's back. I think Eckler still got it, but we still got to wait and see.
I just never been a fan of Eckler, so I mean,
And then he always has
I'll be
Travis
the first to
Kelce,
call his demise.
who's dropping easily 11, 12 points every week, almost on average. Right, some weeks he doesn't, but
That's not old Travis though.
it's not old Travis. It's
Old
Travis.
is 18
right.
and up.
Yeah,
That's 18 and up.
Yeah,
he's gonna
that's-
bury you. He hasn't buried.
Yep.
Is he buried yet? I think he has, right?
Travis has kind of, he's
I mean,
He's on the down.
He's had a week where he buried,
yeah,
right?
But with DeAndre
Nah,
Swift
just 12.
emergence,
Yeah, he hasn't buried yet.
Who?
Travis hasn't buried anyone. Like,
No.
yeah.
like where was this a Kelsey game?
It was DeAndre Swift, right? He had Terry at some point. This team's changed so much, but Collins' team is somewhat like sleeperish, scary. Not that he's gonna make the playoffs, but like he's gonna make certain people miss the playoffs.
For sure.
You can't lose to Collins.
He's not gonna go like 1-12 or whatever it is, 1-13.
Right. He'll go maybe like 4-10.
Right.
Right.
He'll do what I did last year.
Right. My question is, does his no wide receiver strategy fail him? He's getting cocky with the running backs, and Kelsey he has. He always said he likes having more running backs over receivers.
Yeah, I agree with that.
No, I
do
agree
too.
too, but to an extent, before Nakua, it was like Amari Cooper and
I mean, over
Terry.
the last couple years, it was like Cooper and Adams, and then Cooper and D-Hop. So I mean, like he's had D-Hop and Adams. Like
yeah. I'm saying this year, like, do you think he maybe could have like maybe got some help in the offseason.
Yeah. Maybe. I think the other thing too is like he's lived his entire life with Travis Kelce. He doesn't know what the world is like.
I don't think he has.
He doesn't know the world without him. Like maybe he has, but man, like
I had him
you
the
become
first year I
numb to
played
these
Drew.
things, and then once Travis Kelce's gone and he's got somebody dropping 3 points,
Yeah.
4 points, it's gonna be
Yeah.
like fuck. Like
Right.
Yeah.
oh, I was fucking wrong. I do need a top 10 receiver. Like that's not something
That
I
was
can
his
skate by
receiver.
anymore.
Yeah, that was his receiver.
That was his receiver,
Yeah,
right?
top guy. Right.
Just
That's
like
what I
Mahomes.
think. Like he's forgotten what it is to live a normal life.
Good, and that's why he needs to get his ass whooped this year. All right, he needs to take his licks.
Yeah.
Take him on the chin, like he said. Oh, this is the first time I've been back. No. The first year you were awful, and you got Zeke. You got Zeke the next year, and the rest is history. You know, so it's been done for. That last year was the first year. It was a me thing. No one else has been able. No one else can ever say that this is the first year. No. That was a me thing. All right, let's just get that out the way.
Yeah, and I love.
Kind of real fluky win by Serafin's
Nah,
team,
not
in my
really.
opinion.
Oh,
just because.
far from
I think it
it.
was a good win.
I think it was a
good
little.
win.
right?
I think it was a
It's
little
just,
fluke to
You
it.
know, we got ETN debut. He got what, 24,
He did.
25?
20.
He's RB4 in the year. He's a 2-game win streak for Serafin. I think
Yeah.
things are looking up for him.
Thank you. Yeah,
I'm happy to see him compete over there in the East. So take some of those big dogs down.
and Brees and
And
come
who are
on,
the
like
big dogs again?
Brees Hall.
And who are the big dogs in the East?
All right, we're not talking about that.
E
ETN, man, that is a fantastic trade. Like I don't want those first two those round picks anyways. It does suck that I can't pick somebody in the first round. I love my first round picks, but ETN, thank God I got you. Brees Hall. Brees Hall's finally like giving me something over 10 points. Like it's finally clicking. Josh Allen, Brees Hall, ETN, Stephon Diggs, Drake London finally coming into form. 12 points. Last week he had 8.8. Like it's switching from the Bijan show to the London show. Good things happen.
No more Dotson.
Good things happen when London gets the ball. And like finally, whoever the fuck is there knows about it. And what a great second win to build on that first win. And the confidence is so high. You know, a couple weeks ago it was like, goddamn, like who's my flex?
Right.
What the fuck am I gonna do?
Yeah, for a
Now
good reason.
Now my lineup is a
For a
little
good
more
reason.
steady.
Because you made a trade.
Because we're
that
trying
team
to
was
figure it
garbage.
out.
That old team was garbage, bro.
We're trying to figure it out.
I'm looking at your bench
Those are
like
identity.
T. Higgins, Jameer Gibbs, and Dotson. Those used to be your
Hey,
starters.
exactly. Hey, Dotson's not a joke, bro. You won't.
I'm
He
dead.
is-
Hell yeah, he's a
No
joke.
way.
said it last time.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
He's trying
he's
to
a-
hide him on the bench now. I thought he was a flex all year.
No, he's
Oh, I thought he was a flex all year.
a second
Yeah, get the hell
half. He's
out
my
of
second half warrior.
here. Right.
He's my second half warrior.
No.
It'll work out. Sam Howell.
But the fact that
Ron
those three,
Rivera.
the fact that those three had a starting spot, it just shows you that your team's already turned the page. Because I'm looking at your team like,
Yeah. I mean,
oh
we're
yeah, these
evolving,
guys
yeah.
are trash.
We're not gonna say that. We just think they need a little more time to develop. They're in the farm system. They're not free agents.
Yeah.
They're getting some rest.
You do have the
They're
job.
getting
Janitorial
some
staff.
rest. No, I don't. I'm not gonna drop Jahan.
What?
No, never. Not in a million
Never?
years.
I don't believe
But
it.
great, great win.
Hey,
there.
Drew, he'd rather get this, Drew. He'd rather keep two kickers than drop John Dotson.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Hell yeah.
There's no need for two kickers. What's your
I don't know until somebody's looking for a kicker. They're like,
That's never
ah,
gonna happen. That's never gonna happen.
fuck, bro.
I would say if you had like the number one kicker, if you had like a Justin Tucker
Yeah, okay, yeah.
back
Yeah.
in the day, okay,
Yeah.
you don't want to drop Justin Tucker. fine. But like anything else, and if you had like a great defense, sure. But like another kicker, like, he's just got to go to the fucking waivers.
John,
He just has to go to the waivers. Yeah, he's got to waiver that.
We got a
Two
special
kickers,
eye.
that's just something.
We got a
And
special eye
he
over
got Andrew. Andrew got two defenses right now.
Who?
Two defenses and two kickers.
Seraphim does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's still got a long
There's a
way to
lot of
come.
teams with 2 defenses.
And two kickers.
All right, who do you have? You have the.
And two
I
kickers.
think
though?
it's the Packers. And the Ravens.
But great win by me, just adding, and then we go into. I don't want to get too much into
Our
it, but
team
like,
sucks. I mean, it was an alright one.
this is the best time of the season for me, and I'm capitalizing on it. Like
Yeah.
Jesse, like you got to get
Yeah,
that win there, but
I think that was a good call to bench T. Higgins as well.
Yes.
yeah.
That was a good call.
Yeah.
You know, he's coming off that injury. Joe's still figuring it out. We thought he was back last 2
We
weeks
did.
ago.
Man. We did.
13 points. Fuck. I'm
And yeah, you and Ruben
Shitting.
need to get
wow.
going
Like
too.
Josh Allen is the number one,
You gotta catch the fucking ball. Show up for a
Quarterback.
game.
Right.
and Patrick Mahomes struggling out there, man.
Yeah.
Patty Mahomes is not.
It's not.
He's not. He's dropping 17. Like I'm pissed. You're supposed to have some value, man. But yeah, he didn't have anybody to throw it to.
They
It's
know
a hard
what to throw
time
to. They
figuring
want
out.
to keep doing
That
that. shit.
sucks.
Go ahead, man. They want to keep acting like the NFL. So it cracks me. Or NBA, whatever sport it is, it gets to a point where like they start winning so much that it gets so big headed that they're like, "Nah, we don't need Tyreek Hill." I'm like, sure. Like, yeah, no, we don't need Tyreek Hill. We're good. Like, all right. Last year he throws for the most, bro. That man, Travis Kelce his bones were rickety by the end of that year, bro. He was beat to hell.
Yeah.
Was,
Like, you know what I'm saying? He was beat to hell last year, bro. Like,
You get
So-
Super Bowl out of it though.
exactly. They got a Super Bowl out of it. That's what I mean. Like, fine. I didn't think it was gonna be detrimental, but just the fact that they say like they don't need a Tyreek Hill.
Right. No.
Why?
Right.
Oh, we'd rather have like this bullshit like couple of DBs out there. Like, it's Tyreek Hill and Patrick Mahomes.
Bro.
Like, don't make it harder than what it fucking is. Just sign Tyreek Hill, bro.
Yeah,
Give him his damn money. It's Tyreek Hill. Like,
that's-
yeah, they won a ring, but they're gonna win a ring anyways, in my opinion. Like, because they're that good. But Kelsey's getting a year older. They have to factor that in. Like, can Kelsey do this again next year? I don't think he can. And their receivers
probably
can't
not.
catch the fucking ball. So
Yeah.
Chiefs, if I'm a Chiefs fan, I'm a little worried. But I just hate when like teams start getting like when Belichick like, nah, I'll figure it out. We'll
You
figure it
know
out.
the Chiefs.
Brady will figure it out.
I mean, the Chiefs did figure it out, right? Like
He gave him a bunch of bullshit like, damn, he keeps winning with him.
this isn't like
I'll give him a cross player. He gave him 3.
It's not like the Chiefs talk show, but you know, hey, give him credit, right? They picked Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes didn't start, right? It took him like a year or two maybe to start. They had Alex Smith. They're doing what they had to do, and you know they're looking at the draft. Yeah, they're probably worried, but they're waiting. Like how they're not going after like overall number ones. I feel like so many number one overall quarterbacks go, and not a lot of them really pan out. It's like the Chiefs, hey, they saw a guy, they really like what he had. They're like, we want him.
Yeah,
We don't
that's a long
necessarily
time
want all
ago.
the noise.
That's a
We don't
long
want
time
all the
ago.
sound.
It's a long time ago.
We're not here for the
They
the
got
optics.
they won
like,
2 rings. Yes, they got their. Everyone respects the Chiefs. No one's
Yeah.
disrespecting the Chiefs.
Yeah, and I'm saying,
I'm saying going
gonna pick
forward for
somebody.
a dynasty wise, you're not gonna keep.
they'll find
Tyreek Hill.
somebody.
I hope.
They'll find somebody
I hope they
else.
wake up and pay someone. That's what I'm trying to say. Like all these
It's
receivers
tough.
are available. Like
It's tough.
Imagine,
sign
like-
more, they thought he could
Right.
do it. Like, no.
bro,
No.
imagine if Devontae Adams is free as available at the deadline, bro. Give that man to Patrick Mahomes. Go win some
That might
rings.
be a league winner for Ty. if that
Maybe.
happens.
Yeah, maybe.
He won't be on Ty's team by then. Come on now.
Maybe
Alright.
13.
Yeah,
We
I'll give
got-
it another. If Ty loses this week, Devontae Adams is gone.
We got Alonso and captain.
Lonzo and captain.
Anything to really say? I mean,
No, it was
captain
just-
could have put more points, but Alonso just did what Alonso does.
I
120
guess
bombs.
except against me, he gets sweaty hands. He starts second guessing himself. Starts
Yeah.
playing plays he probably wouldn't play. He's benching Lamar Jackson. I'm like, what the hell? Like, it's it's just but yeah,
Well, he
good.
had Anthony Richardson who's been lighting it up.
Right, but still, it's like it's Lamar Jackson.
Last
I think it's just because it was me.
Been
He went for the
overrated.
home. He went for the home
Lamar
run. He
Jackson.
went for the home run.
Yeah, maybe he did.
He went for the home run. That's just what I mean. Like it's just, but yeah, he did what he does, except for against me. He dropped 123. His team's a great team. We don't have to say anything else about Alonso's team. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Good team. Keep
100%
winning. That's
agree.
all I gotta say. Captain, terrible showing. Showed your weaknesses that you have. You started off hot, but I think it's starting to just come down to like, all right, it's a 500 team. It's a 500 team. It's not an awful team. It's a 500 team.
Wow, captain went back to the 2 tight end.
Did he really?
Yeah, he went back to his
Yeah.
roots.
Yeah, and I like it.
This is not. What year was that? 2020?
It was.
Yeah, I think so.
Was it? Damn, this is
2020 is the weird
wow.
year.
It's not-
Wow, can you prove us wrong? Look, I offered to trade for Laporta at his highest, and it kind of looks like if Laporta trends down, Captain should have took my trade. Like, it's so difficult. It's like I'm ready to give you everything because I believe in Laporta, but
Yeah, boy might be a
you
dog.
slapped my hand. I could have looked like a real idiot. With 3 points? Oh, idiot. Now I'm not trading for Laporta. He's
Right.
just another tight end. Congratulations.
I guess, yeah.
You're not
Yeah, I mean,
like, what does Captain do here, right? Like, Jerry did something. We don't know if it's gonna pan out yet. But does Captain follow
I hope
that?
not. I hope not.
Does he trade somebody for
I
picks?
hope
Does
not.
he get
Because
involved in the
it
draft?
never works out for him.
I feel like he needs to make
Oh.
a trade, but not season-ending trade.
But with the you know, you're not the loser draft for the first round picks. No longer 2 teams.
Right.
It's 4
Right.
teams.
Right.
And that's what makes picks worse.
Right.
Well, it makes it harder.
Mm.
Right, because like you can be ass, but then you're still gonna get the
Right.
4th round pick, and it's still a good pick,
Fourth
but
overall pick.
it's not Bijan. Like you're not getting
Right.
Bijan. Like,
Right.
I think
And
So
we
it's
already
like-
see like
So it's a little
Gibbs
too. I think
is
it's just a little
Bijan.
too early because of that.
Right. I think you should
To
go
blow
to
it
those
up?
other
Yeah.
teams to get a player to help bring in.
I think you need-
to help
You think he
support.
should trade?
I think you should trade to help like
Not draft picks. I don't think draft picks.
Olave and Cook cornerstone. Like I don't know. Olave might be
Cook, hell no.
Cook. Yeah.
Cook's not good, man.
Cooks
That's
Cook
not
cooled
Mixon
off
Jr.
a little bit. He
He's
cooled off a
okay.
little bit. He's
Yeah.
all
All
right.
right.
He cooled off.
I think
Chris
Mixon's
Olave.
got to go. I think Wally's got value.
Mixon.
Yeah.
What is he like? 36.
Come on, no.
He's like what? He's like 28.
Yeah, he's like
He's like 28. He's
27.
kind of young.
Him and Kamara are the same age,
Okay.
but now he's old, right?
But it's
he
like,
needs- he
yeah.
needs one more guy.
Right.
There. Yeah, one more guy.
Starting Dak Prescott. He doesn't have a quarterback. He doesn't have a second running back.
He hasn't had one since Drew Brees, man. He hasn't been able to figure out QB since
He's
Drew
got
Brees.
Deshaun Watson. I was extending an olive
keeping
branch.
him.
Yeah.
I was extending an olive branch. I was like, let me make your team better. It might be the water out there.
You think him, Watson?
If you make one move for captain, what is it to improve his season?
I feel like I would get another solid running back for sure. That's
But what are you willing to give up?
It's like if he wants to compete this season, he
It's
can
mix
give
and
up-
match.
Yeah,
Yeah, mix and
exactly.
match a little bit.
Maybe second rounder here, third rounder here. If he wants to go all in, get a first rounder, give up a first rounder for a solid guy.
Okay.
I don't go to Branch's team and ask what's up with Kyron. I mean, I don't think he should trade Kyron, but
I mean, he's
Yeah.
500. He's in the mix.
Yeah.
yeah, he is.
I'd say this.
But he's on the down.
I do think
He is on the
the-
downtrend. That's why it's
yeah.
like, yeah, I could see him making it. I don't think he should trade a draft pick.
No.
I don't think he should. I just think he needs to just shuffle the lineup a little bit, and then maybe in a couple of weeks make a draft pick trade. Not his lineup. Shuffle like trade his like trade player for
Trade some of
player,
the guys.
and then in a couple of weeks, if he's still 500, I think he should go for the kill. But right now, I think that'd be like a little premature because I feel like you don't really know who's gonna be like
That's
good,
fair.
good.
Yeah.
For sure.
you know.
That's fair. Yeah. It's still pretty early in the season. I think a good strategy for these teams that are really bad is just to eat off the first shitty team to eat off the other shitty teams is going to be the better shitty team and is going to be better in the draft coming. So yeah, like eat away that these other teams, make them worse, be a little better than them, and then maybe get a solid first round pick. And hey, man, maybe you're top 3 in your league.
Right.
We don't know. Like they gotta do something. Fascinating. I'm glad I'm not in that situation.
That's another thing though. Is like exactly like a first round pick is valuable, right? It's
Right.
more valuable in 3 weeks. It's more valuable in 4 weeks. Where like someone who's like really thinks they can win a championship would trade you theirs when they wouldn't trade you before. So it's like hold off, Captain. Like you might get 2 instead of 1
That's
in
true.
3 weeks
That's
because these guys are like
No, yeah, he doesn't do it crazy like right now. Yeah.
yeah. You can get a lot more if you hold off.
You think
Like,
so?
Yeah, I think
It's
so.
a lot more
what
like-
did Jerry get for ETN?
2 first round picks.
And that's pretty much at the market.
Yeah.
The market rate. I got 2. I gave Ruben 2 firsts for Kenneth. It's kind of like the market
Ruben 2
for
first for Kenneth.
Decent
Yeah.
running back.
but like they were like last year's draft. I had
Are they over? They're
yeah,
over.
Yeah, here
Oh,
here
wow.
used them. It was like the draft week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I hate to jump, but when you get multiple picks in the first round, like it is good. Don't get me wrong; it's
Right.
not bad.
Right. But you can see how it
But-
goes sometimes. It's not like
exactly,
all
you
glitz
can
and
see how it
glamour.
goes,
Right.
and it's just like you see Ruben, like you traded Kenneth, and it's like, was it worth it in
But
the end?
If he drafts more in Montgomery,
because he didn't
would
get
be.
Bijan off of your pick.
It would have been. Right. It would have been. More in Montgomery?
Oh, right. If he drafted them early, oh man, that would have been. Hindsight's 2020. Like after, obviously that's an easy call to make today, but I don't know if it's
I
that
feel like
easy.
realistic, though.
I think the JSN's very questionable.
Yeah.
Was that?
No, it was so questionable.
That was
shocked.
questionable.
I was
yeah.
I was blown
I
away
will
by
give
that
you
one.
that
It was
one.
like him.
I didn't believe he was actually gonna do that. I thought he was just
Right.
talking
Yeah.
talking
Like
shit.
him, DJ Moore. After that, it was like got kind of iffy. So I was like, oh my gosh, I have to wait. Take DJ Moore, and it's like I got blessed.
Yeah,
'Cause after that, it
well,
was no more.
It was one good game.
I think I would have took DJ Moore. Like if I would have kept my pick, and I would have took DJ Moore.
Right.
Like he was on my board.
Yeah, exactly. That's
If
what
I would have kept that pick, I would have easily took DJ Moore.
Yeah, he fell. I was like, okay.
I was looking at DJ Moore, and I was looking at Swift, and I was looking at Montgomery.
I was looking at Addison the whole time.
So all three of them would have
And
hit.
Zay.
I didn't want.
And Zay?
Yeah, Zay too. I wanted Zay.
Would
I
you
know
have taken Addison over Montgomery in the first round?
David Montgomery?
In the first round,
I think I would have. Wait, Jordan Addison? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Just
Think
because
so?
of the dynasty aspect.
How my team shaped, I would have took a running back still. I would have took Montgomery over.
Right, yeah. Like your situation, yeah.
Right. Yeah, I
Yeah.
need a receiver, so that's why I took
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, I got three of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, they're all kind of like,
That's how DK.
Yeah, and then who's the other one?
That's Tucky. Yeah, I mean, yeah, nothing really else to say about that game. Let's take a look at the standings. It's starting to shape up, man.
It is. It is. It's getting real messy. That's how you know things are getting good. Alonzo and Drew pulling away 5-1. I think Alonzo's the better 5-1 team, in my personal opinion.
100%.
Respectable.
I think I would still take Ruben's team over Drew's team.
I agree.
Okay.
Agree there.
Okay.
I think Drew's playing real well, but yeah, he's definitely top 3 team. Our division bottom are you and Jerry are showing some life.
I mean, Jerry really shouldn't be 2-4. He really should be.
I
1 and 5.
I think both should be 1
I think
and
his
5.
2-4 like overshadows my win. Like how much meaning my wins have gotten. Because if you look at that
he
2-4, like no
He
way.
beat
Like
Ruben.
I'm way better. Both of them scored.
It's true.
I know, but he
How
beat
can you
Ruben.
beat Ruben without
He beat
under
Ruben.
70
But that,
points?
you gotta. I feel like
If I asked you in the beginning of the season, do you
That's-
think you can beat Ruben only scoring 60 points against him? You'd say,
No, but it's fantasy football.
Thank
Right,
you.
right, I
Thank
get
you.
that.
But
It's
it's
like,
like-
you got it. That's the only
it's like-
explanation at the end of the day, bro. It's a bigger win because it's Ruben. Like exactly how Colin dropped 146 on me. That's just making a big win just because he dropped 146.
yeah, it's only one win.
I'm
right?
saying a big loss for me. Like I
it's
dropped
only one
146. It's like he just 1 and
Yeah.
5. You know, it's like it's a terrible.
It's
loss.
embarrassing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
Embarrassing,
embarrassing. It's not
yeah.
something I'm proud of. Like
It's
that
not,
was I was like,
yeah.
Colin, he dropped 146. No,
Yeah,
his team
yeah.
sucks. He dropped
Fucking-
146.
I hate those games.
It's gonna get. It took me a while to get over that loss. I'm glad it was Sunday night, not Monday. I'm
I hate those
content.
Monday night games. That was my second Monday night game where it came down
Yeah,
because Aaron
Yeah.
AJ Dillon wanted to score a touchdown,
Yeah.
and then Eckler coming off, who could have easily. Eckler's definitely a player to
Yeah.
put up 20.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, like okay, Eckler can score a touchdown and have like 20 rushing yards. After that, he can't. I'll lose. And I hate it down to the wire. Like hate those fucking games. But I mean, we got out of there. 2-4.
Sweat games are worse, man.
Gotta win this week. Big win. Big week. I need to win this week. Get back to 4-3.
You got captain?
Yeah. Got captain. I had 4 wins all last year. So if I can get 4 wins,
Yeah.
it's encouraging. Step forward for my team.
Right.
We got Amon-Ra starting to come into like form as like my best receiver.
Oh, yeah.
Like Walker
sucks.
is showing that he's my best running back.
He's a dog. Walker's projected 17 this week.
But just Burrow, man. That's the only thing. I think that's the only thing that's been holding me back, to be honest.
I thought you mentioned for Sam Howell for a second.
Now he's gonna buy. That's the only thing that's been holding me back is Joe Burrow because this guy's dropped 3, 15, 8, 4, 24 finally, and then 13.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
The QB 22 in the season.
Yeah.
Not what you expect.
yeah, QB 22.
Yeah.
This is my quarterback. He started every game.
What
He's
is
QB
Patrick
22.
Mahomes? What's Mahomes?
Mahomes.
I don't think he's top 5.
No, I think he's like 17 or something.
Oh, it's
It's
top four.
Four.
Oh,
See?
shit.
Jerry's 2-4 because of it. I promise you that.
Well, he had ETN for the first half. He won some games the first
He
half.
just won fucking without him, right?
God,
He only
bro.
has 2 wins. What do you mean he won some games? He won
Bro,
one game and
I
he won
hope-
another game.
I hope Jerry bought a lotto ticket that day because that was. Like,
I'm saying you're saying he won some games. In fact, he won one game in the Fest, and now he literally only has 2 wins. Like
I know.
so,
You just-
I mean, yeah, I mean that
it's
quarterback
not- yeah.
it's a big influence. Ruben, like you said, all his shaky quarterback play. What happens when Fields balls out? It's no problem. Ruben's easily gonna win that
Oh,
game.
yeah.
When Fields is struggling,
Oh,
even the best of teams, your quarterback can screw you over because everyone just relies on that. Like, oh, whatever. Of course, he gets me 15, 20, but
Yeah.
he scores the most points in your team every year. Your quarterback,
Yeah, who's your backup?
Yeah.
Sam Howell.
Who's your backup?
I don't have one.
I got Jared Goff, easily the best backup here. And that's why I looked at the tape and we understand, hell yeah, like if Josh Allen were to go down, Jared Goff's having a better season than fucking
He's having
Joe Burrow.
He's having MVP as
MVP season. The Lions are everything the Lions wanted to be going from last season to this season. Hey, Amon Ra, yeah, you turned out to be better than DK Metcalf. You turned out to be a good wide receiver, man.
Yeah.
I love it for Jared Goff. Montgomery, you've been good for Jared Goff and the
Yeah.
Detroit Lions. Like, thank
And
you.
me too.
Like, thank you, because without them, yeah, Jared Goff's, and obviously the offensive line giving Jared Goff the time, Josh Reynolds being there, entire offense, even the defense clicking, like, it's just a perfect environment for Jared Goff to play consistent football. I think, I didn't take quarterback for granted, and, like, I'm prepared for anything.
Yeah.
But you have no...
I mean, I got starting quarterback.
And then for somebody who talked a lot of shit about the Commanders, has Sam Howell? I'm not talking about you, Jesse. He's
Yes.
because that was the whole Jahan story. It was like, well, he's on the Commanders and this and that.
I
about
mean
the
that one. I mean,
Commanders.
is that not true?
Now I'm going to Sam Howell. Like,
I think that kind of premise turned out to be true about Dotson. The whole thing about
he's a
Dotson
second half warrior, I think.
and McLaurin aren't really that good. So
But yeah, right.
I didn't want a Commander's receiver,
I'd hate to be actually. I hate to be you.
but Bahimi coming over. I was looking at Howell's stats last week. I was like, what the fuck?
I mean, I had him on my bench early on. I knew he was going to be
I was
a
like, what the
small
fuck?
sleeper, but I had to get
This
rid
guy's
of him.
balling out. He's got 15, 21.
He's solid.
He had 0.6,
Sam Howell is the Commanders.
19.6, 25, 18.3. I'm like, bro, this guy would be winning me games right now if I was starting him. So
So
he's
you're
getting his
starting him?
start. Yeah, because Joe's on bye.
Oh, okay.
So-
Is there a QB competition over there?
It might be,
Right.
man.
No.
It might be because when I won a championship, you couldn't beat the case.
Yep, that's true.
This Case Keenum.
That's true.
Yeah, I'll ride a high hand if I need to a ring.
yeah.
Fuck all that. Like
Joe
what's your
Cool?
name? Yeah, Joe Cool, bro.
Fuck
You
that,
gotta give it.
fuck
If this
that
boy
guy.
Sam Howell
Yeah,
comes in,
zero respect for these
Yeah.
players.
yeah. If Sam Howell, zero respect for the players. What the hell? They kiss my ass. Look at if Sam Howell comes in and starts dogging it, he's good as gone. But if he comes in and he's lighting it up, hey man,
Keep
we'll ride the high end until Joe gets right. Like you said, it's a good problem to have two quarterbacks.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, standings shaping up nicely.
It is.
Yeah.
You want to get into next week's matchups or anything else?
Yeah, we'll go through those real quick.
So next week's matchups, right? Every week now going forward is more important. Every week's game more important than the last one. No wins can be taken for granted. First to start off, me, Branch. It's about damn time. I'm out of the damn East right now. We're on vacation. We're playing in the ball pit, and we're having a good ass time.
Yeah,
Beating
Colin
Colin.
was upset about that comment. And
Okay.
I feel like he didn't, I feel like he
Yeah,
didn't, I feel like,
he
I feel like he didn't really do anything about it, Colin. I feel like you were
No,
upset
he
about the
didn't.
ball pit, and it ended up being true,
fucking
man.
lost.
So,
And
sheesh, that's a tough loss for Colin.
it is a tough loss.
It's a lot tougher than he wants to admit right
it,
now.
like, it's not the nail in the coffin, but it's like, fuck, I'm 1-5.
He's got to get in his bag, Colin. You know,
And he
you
hasn't-
got to show me that it wasn't just riding the coattails of Zeke
Yeah.
and Kelsey. I want to see Colin get in his bag here, make some good trades, give me his best players.
Colin.
Kelsey.
Yeah. I'll
Yeah, I
give you
don't
fucking
think
like
so.
Waller and
Yeah.
Gabriel Davis who gets hot. Get hot.
Try to sell my game.
Yeah, get Babe. Come on, he's up and coming.
But yeah, I mean, right now, I didn't check branches, but I'm 28 point.
Oh, yeah, we can go through the lines. Let's go through those.
I'm a 28-point favorite, 29-point favorite.
Yeah.
I'm projected to beat the brakes off Branch County Jail. I
Kyler's supposed to
mean,
be out. Maybe plays Jeff Wilson or Jalen Warren. That's
if they come off the injury, and Jeff Wilson, like, is he gonna
Uh,
immediately take over?
No,
Because if he does, that's a big L for you.
that's Moster's spot. First of all,
I don't know, but
he's been dropping 30 points.
who do you got, Drew?
Those two or the spread?
The spread.
Well, I know Justin doesn't have a player in right now, but if I had to pick, I'd probably take the points.
Take
think-
plus 28.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think plus 28. It's hard to win by 28 points.
Oh my God, we got Pastor. Come on, yeah, I'm taking plus 28. You do not deserve to be a minus 28.
What do you
underdog.
mean?
Like, are you kidding me?
It's just okay. Like
There's gotta
I,
be some players out. I'm
well,
sure.
yeah, Justin C fucking sucks. Is the other big
Yeah,
thing.
but then so does yours.
Like-
Brees Hall's out. T. Higgins is on bye.
Okay.
And that's about it for buys. You got Dalvin Cook on a bye.
That guy did not pan out.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
Is Dalvin Cook a keeper?
No.
Shit.
You're not that upset about that. But
Even with T Higgins
he's over here
woes,
like
T
we don't care.
Higgins-
You want him to not be a keeper.
T Higgins is 25 years old. Like you know,
he
he's
just
got
can't-
some
he
woes.
just can't show up to
but
the fucking field for some
I
reason.
just rather have that right now than you know, a retired running back.
But Mike. Ah.
Mike's kind of cooled off. He's cooled off a little bit.
Yeah, but then he heats up again.
I don't trust Baker
Yeah.
that much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a
he-
jump ball
Hey,
monster.
look, do I regret it? No. Thank you, Mike Evans. I'm so glad you're able to like provide value to somebody else.
Yeah.
You know, I said it. He's got 2 solid years, probably, maybe even more. Maybe he defies father time. Yeah, Mike Evans, and
Yeah.
maybe he shits all over me, and it's like I should have kept
Maybe he
him
gets
5
traded.
years.
Maybe he gets traded at the deadline.
Back to me. I don't know.
KC? Traded to KC at the
Oh,
deadline.
the real NFL?
Yeah.
In the real NFL,
Then who'd be screwed?
he's
man?
definitely not signing with the Bucks. I think.
That's what I'm
so
saying. That's what I'm saying.
It's big. Hey, it's big, and you know, Evans. I hope everything you ever
That'd
dreamed
be
happens.
nuts.
I think it goes to the Ravens.
That'd be underwhelming.
Think so?
Yeah.
Oh, I
I don't
And I
trust
think,
Lamar at all.
I think I get him back before it's over.
No, I see Lamar having these bums out here to dropping every ball. I don't know. I feel like they help a lot. That'd be big.
Next, we got Captain and Jesse. Tight game.
Yeah. You know,
Tight game.
minus 9.5.
It is tight.
Tight.
I'll
Little
take-
too
I-
tight.
yeah. I don't. You
Too
can
close
take,
to
you can
for
take
comfort.
9.5.
It is.
I'm stressing.
You can take 9.5. I'll take that. I don't need 9.5 points
Okay.
to win this game now. I let them have it. Ream them out. They're gonna come ready to play. Gabe's back in the lineup. He just provides that spark. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gabe Davis.
Big play guy.
That's what I'm saying. He's just a big
Hopefully.
play guy. Just like he just.
You're gonna need it.
Yeah, he
Because
gets.
if he don't,
Yeah, he gets the spark.
there's
It's-
too many Hail Marys on your team. Like I got Garrett Wilson, but I need him to score a touchdown and have 30 yards. Like
But he had
DK
90 yards. He had
Metcalf,
90 yards last year
ah,
without a touchdown.
he's a 1 touchdown wonder. Like at least with
He
my
had
wide
like 3
receivers.
touchdowns so far this year.
DK,
Yeah.
but does he have the yards?
No, but
To
it's
go
like
with
one
it,
game he
that's the
does, one game he
thing,
doesn't.
like-
It's just early. It's too early to like really like set it like that.
I
like,
think so.
It's you just gotta look at their season stats. Like, oh, okay, he's got this many touchdowns, this many yards.
He's very touchdown
I'm a
dependent.
huge fan of DK.
Yeah, like let's
Yeah.
calm down.
Trying to get him before the season started.
That'd be your downfall.
What?
Being big on DK.
I don't
You're gonna
know.
trade a little too much for him.
I wouldn't do that, but
What would you offer DK right now?
depends what he needs. Want picks or players?
You should know.
You know?
You should know these
Trade
things.
like if I had to pick right now, say a first round pick. for DK
Just a
Metcalf.
first round?
Yeah,
Okay.
just a first round.
Wow, that's a pretty high price, I think.
You think so? For DK?
I
I
gave
think
I gave him
so.
Keenan Allen for a first last year.
He did.
Yeah,
Coming to the chip.
So I would say it's
Keenan got you to the chip.
I don't know, it's too high of a price. I think it's pretty. I think DK is up there for a first rounder.
You wouldn't take him for a second round.
No,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not worth
no,
it.
not a
It's
second,
just
but-
not worth it. It's just
Right.
not worth it. Like it's like
Right, the second.
And then imagine going farther than a second. That's when it starts getting like, bro, I don't know what we're doing here.
2/3 and a fourth.
Yeah, like, what we doing out here?
Yeah. It'd have to be some kind of player trade.
It would have to be
I just
before
don't
the
know
draft.
what it
It
would
would have to
be.
be off season where you're like, you
Yeah.
can't keep them.
Right.
It makes more sense. Okay, just stock up because you can't keep them anyways.
Right.
Well,
Right.
you can play them next week. It's like,
Yeah.
Do you think Pacheco is enough for DK? Who do you want, Pacheco or DK?
I prefer Pacheco.
Yeah, try to ignore like whatever situation you're in. Like,
yeah,
Pacheco.
just
Pacheco?
ignore your own
Yeah,
situation.
okay.
I try to get him,
yeah.
I think
Um,
Pacheco's ass, to be honest.
I mean, I think he
Yeah.
was pretty good.
You know, DK, he's been disappointing me,
decent.
but
He's like 18.
he's about ready to go. He's about ready to go. But yeah, no, Pacheco, yeah, I mean, he's getting definitely way more work this year than he did last year. The whole thing that he runs hard, I don't think he runs hard. I think his legs chop, but he's like you could blow that guy over. Like, he's weak as fuck. He's not a bruiser. Listen, he's the next Marshawn Lynch. I don't see that at all.
No, he doesn't mess Marshawn Lynch.
I just don't see him laying anyone out. I see him bouncing off bodies, and then he does like re-stumble and chop his feet and then go forward. I
He's
think
pretty hard to bring down.
really, I just don't.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been using him well, and he's been playing well.
Yeah. He's doing really well.
Yeah, I mean,
Next, we got Colin and Drew. Oh, I mean, my fault. Colin and Ty.
Yep. Close game again.
yeah, it should be
Must
a good
win
game.
for Ty.
As I said, that's the Falco. That's the Falco Bowl.
And I hate that for Ty. Cause it's like I'm telling you, Colin's gonna be that guy that's just gonna hand out a couple of losses that like you wish you didn't. Whoever got those losses, they're gonna mean big. Like it's gonna be a
I can see
big
that.
deal.
I can see that.
Cause Colin's going probably 4-10,
Yeah.
but those 3 wins Colin's gonna get, one's probably gonna come this week. Colin just has that potential. 120 points, like fuck.
If I had to pick out plus 4.5, minus 4.5 for this one, I think I would take Ty for minus 4.5.
Ty.
Yeah.
Yeah, we too.
Like Hurts will have a bounce back game. They just lost last week. Yeah, Saquon again.
Yeah.
Second week back out of the injury. Thinks he's gonna show up.
Dude, I don't know what's going on over there in Young Bucks.
Yeah.
Plus 42.
Oh, there's a quarterback. So.
Yeah.
But still.
He's got
Ruben
5.
versus
Let's add 15.
Alonso.
It's going to be a big gap still.
Yeah, it is. He doesn't have a buy cop.
What's his
this
buys?
week.
What's his
Who?
buys?
He has Chase, Lamb, and Pierce.
That's it. I guess Jefferson's probably still questionable.
Jefferson's hurt. He's not
He's
playing.
not
Is he like?
Alright.
They said 4 to 8 weeks.
4 to 8.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's tough.
I mean, Ruben is
What's up?
supposed to have enough, right? Like I don't have nearly enough. Like he should be able to afford this. He should still get that win. But gee, plus 42.
He will.
No.
Ruben's going to win.
No, I think Ty got this one.
And I think last week's win is
playing
gonna
left.
burn
Alonso.
even more.
Yeah.
Alonso, I think Alonso got this
Yeah.
one.
No, Alonso's got that locked up.
No.
Even if Ruben had a solid
Alonso's
game.
not a big game guy. He's
Yeah,
not a big
this
game
is-
guy, man. Like, Ruben's a big game. It's a big matchup. It's the
He's
they're
gonna
like,
show up.
It's a Spider-Man meme.
The status of CMC is gonna be big.
Usually this is a what? They score over 100 points?
No.
Both of them?
Both of them, no.
Like predict the score right now.
I got
To the nearest 10, like just the
Got Alonso
I got-
121 to Ruben 91.
120 to 90.
It's at 91.
Uh-huh.
I got Ruben 96.78 to Alonzo 79.99.
Hey, I mean, Alonso's known for those duds.
Yep.
That's true.
He's known for them. But Jesus Christ, like Ruben doesn't have a quarterback. Alonso's starting who at quarterback? Lamar
Lamar this week.
Lamar, like
CMC might be out.
he's
though.
got that. CMC might be out. But, he still has Cooper Kupp and Tyreek Hill, who's an absolute monster. Not much to
worry
worry about. Like
That team's rolling.
that's the thing with Alonso's team. It's like there's always 1 or 2 players that are gonna drop 20.
Yep.
That's hard to have.
It is.
You would have thought Ruben had that, but man, what is it? 2 weeks ago, Ruben won, but it took Fields to drop 30 and Chase to drop 30, and the rest of his team to drop like 5 combined. Like, bro, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's what's good about Alonso's team. It's like he's got multiple of those guys that they can pick it up, and it's consistent. And I think a lot with your team too. Like past couple weeks, Drew has had multiple players put up 10.
Yeah, you were one of
Put up
his
20.
biggest doubters too.
I thought it was collapsed, but
Yeah.
hey, the Calvin
only like
Ridley,
2 weeks, too.
and the Calvin
3
Ridley
weeks.
worked out for you.
He's all right, yeah.
Calvin really
He's
worked out.
inconsistent, but-
DJ Moore was a miracle, and George Kittle was also a miracle. So I'm glad you got to enjoy your time in the sun.
Mhm.
But let's get back to it. But are we done with Ruben
Yeah,
Alonso?
Drew's team, right? Drew's team? You over that?
Did we go over there?
No, we didn't.
No, Drew and Jerry.
Yeah, Drew's gonna kick Jerry's ass.
Yeah, I think he's gonna
You
be-
have to. I mean, I think that's what we were saying when Ruben played Jerry. They was gonna kick his ass.
Ruben got a big head though. He got it.
Yeah,
All
I
to
don't
his
know.
head. Dog easy all week.
You got any buys you're facing?
Yeah, you
No.
can't appreciate. I thought the same thing, man.
Oh, everybody's-
You cannot undervalue your opponent.
Nope. Can't do it.
Right.
You gotta play everyone still. How
Oh,
you
I
do
mean,
it?
you can what the fuck?
I'm not saying you can think they're trash, but you still gotta like play like how you would play against anyone.
Right, I can sit
Oh,
there
yeah,
and
like-
you're playing him or
like, I'm not gonna
sit
bench-
star quarterback.
Yeah.
I might-
Experiment.
Yeah, exactly.
Might
Yeah.
experiment?
Just never experiment.
No.
Never.
Should I start Goff? Make a statement?
Yeah, go ahead.
That'd be a big statement.
Even-
Tears his leg room in the first quarter.
Yeah, bro.
That'd be the
Fuck.
fancy guys like just showing you like, yeah, bro, you should have chilled.
Yeah, I probably got Drew winning this game. It's hard to imagine Jerry winning. I think Jerry, you got your miracle that you needed. I don't think you get two miracles in the same week, but hey, I've been wrong before.
Take your things for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Josh Jacobs kind of coming back into form.
Mm-hmm.
Raheem, he's got to cool off, man. Like, I think,
He's not going. to.
and I was thinking this earlier when we started the podcast. It's like, you really are like this. You're a fake. What are you? 5-1. You're just a fake 5-1. Like, you wearing a mask. You're in the closet right now. This isn't really you. The real you is going to come out in the second half, and it's going to show. Because
Why do you think I'm fake? What's the main reason?
I mean, Morster cannot continue this.
Why
Like,
not?
this is insane. 30
No one
points.
else is there.
30 points.
30 points.
Right, and I
He
think
dropped
Jeff Wilson
38 like
comes-
week 3.
Jeff Wilson comes back. I think the NFL starts to figure it out a little bit. They start to see the game plan a little more. It's been 8 weeks.
Jeff
It's time to
every
get.
morning.
It's time to think
Every
through.
morning.
It's time to think through
I'm dead.
this dude's fucking game plan. Fuck that guy, Josh Jacobs.
Mostert, he's been hurt, but
Has Josh Jacobs been underwhelming?
a little bit. But he got last couple of weeks. I think he got double digits last 3 weeks.
I mean, AJ Brown's been playing good. DJ Moore coming back down to earth, and with
After 40 points,
and with Fields not playing anymore, like I don't think he starts anymore. Like I think,
Oh, he's gonna start.
I don't know. I think we're gonna see somebody else.
I don't think so.
And then you're benching Calvin because he came back down to
He
earth.
did. Going against a good defense.
Christian Kirk is
TV,
playing better than
Lattimore.
Calvin Ridley.
Maybe.
Think so. Who do you have in the flex?
Ford. Going Ford.
Jerome Ford. Like
Nixon's
You-
back up.
you
Jerome
used
Graham.
you used that juice. You used the magic. It's up. You don't deserve to be 5-1, man. Like
No?
I really don't think
think
so,
so.
man. Like
I understand why you say that.
George
After-
Kittle, like
after you
24
predicted me
points
to
2 weeks
collapse,
ago.
I know, it's hard to take.
I think
We're on
okay.
a collapse.
If you win the next 4 weeks, all right, you got me. Drew is not an imposter, and I'm an idiot, but I just see a total collapse in the next 4
So you
weeks.
said week 2,
I don't think it happens this week because you're playing
Jerry.
Like it's impossible to think that happens this week.
Right. So when's it gonna happen versus Alonzo?
Oh hell yeah, oh hell yeah.
That's fine, Seraphim.
But
He's one of your biggest doubters when Chubb went down. There's no
He was.
sympathy really. It was just immediate.
Right.
Drew's
Yeah.
done. I was like, man, he's just winning the championship. Can figure it out.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I looked at Josh Jacobs a little bit. His usage is way down compared to last year. Last year he had like 1,700 yards. Do you remember how many touchdowns?
Probably like almost 15 at least.
I just think, unfortunately, they're just not using him as much. And at this point,
Use them. These only running back they got.
but the yards aren't there. Yeah, no, it's the only running back. But like comparing snaps like last year to this year, he's like been given kind of a lot fewer snaps. I think
Right. You know,
Josh Jacobs was a big part of your team last year.
he was. He's one of the main reasons they got to the chip.
One and Nick Chubb,
Right.
right? You don't got really either of them
Still second highest scorer in the league. You know.
for now.
Yep. Well, he's RB16. I can't complain too much.
Yeah, I
Maybe
mean,
more RB10 maybe.
cakewalk for you this week, though. Congratulations,
Thanks, man. It will be a cakewalk. I don't know about you though.
cakewalk. Fuck
I mean, Branch.
it.
But we say the boys are hooting and hollering in there.
Oh, yeah. They're like happy as fuck to play there for this week.
They got some
They just had a huge win against me.
They got some energy.
Hey,
Now they're like the same way Seraph is looking at Gotti. I know Gotti's looking at Seraphin like, hell yeah, I get to play
He's looking
Seraphin.
at his chops.
I get
He's
to like
looking at
win,
his
just like
chops.
I get to win maybe another game in a
Oh,
row.
wait, I mean, if we look at Gotti's last 2 games, I think he struggled to put up over like 90. I'm easily dropping 100.
yeah, but they can all change. They can all
It
change.
can,
man.
but it's just
It
it's,
can all
not,
change,
it's just
man.
not looking good.
Kyron's looking real good. So Debo had a 1 point last game.
Kyron can game wreck you.
Yeah, he
It's like,
can.
like,
He's a young running back. He might have found the guy.
Maybe.
If he
Maybe.
plays.
Yet
If
to
he
be
plays.
seen. Yet to be seen.
Yeah. But it's all of them, right?
Yeah, that was all of them. We just went through all of them.
Yeah, that's all. It's gonna be a big week. Right, it's crazy that we're already at week 7, like halfway through the season, damn near after this week.
Crazy. Flies
Yeah,
by. man.
Flies by. Every win counts. It's a battle to the end. Bragging rights in this league mean a lot. They mean more, in my opinion, than even like the payment at the end, which is like just a plus. It's
Right.
fucking, you're gonna win
So,
like
yeah, okay.
you're gonna win like $1,000, $1,100 if you come in first. Like, come on, like
crazy.
yeah, like let's go. Like it's a fucking, we're in the middle of this shit. It's you should want to compete every year. Like I said, bragging rights is one thing. You know, people talk a lot of shit in this league, and sometimes all you can do is just fucking nothing you can do about it.
Right.
You gotta play fantasy football.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you gotta have a good team. Captain wants to do the last place thing. I don't know why the hell he wants that added to the league, but he wants like the last last place punishment. Look, man, I gotta hunt y'all motherfuckers down 365 for fucking payments. I'm not enforcing, like I said, someone got to go to Culver's with a stuffed animal as a date and eating their pajamas. No, like I'm not gonna enforce. I'm not gonna make that a part of my life. Like I think that everyone knows losing. If you come in last place in this league, like it's already worse enough.
You're getting clowned.
You're getting clowned, and you're gonna be mad all season because you can't say nothing about it, bro. There's nothing you can say about it. You gotta be not in the last place. That's why I made sure I was not in last place last year. Fuck no, I wasn't gonna deal with that shit all year long. I didn't give a fuck if I made the playoffs at one point. I was like, I'm winning this fucking game just so I don't have to fucking deal with those repercussions. Because one, like you said, I can play for first pick anyways. Doesn't matter if I lose. Like
Right.
I might as well just fucking win the games. But yeah, it's we're getting into it. A lot of good teams, a lot of adversity up front. We'll see how everyone responds, reacts.
Yep.
Switching on over to basketball real quick. Great draft. Little hiccup. Ruben, Alonzo. Just you gotta get your head out your ass. All right, you guys gotta get your head out your ass. All right, it's another thing. It's just on my plate. I fixed it. We're all good. We're all good to go for next year. You know, we've been battling, me, Drew, and Colin, only teams that never missed the playoffs. We don't bow out every 3 years like Ty to get the first overall pick. Yeah, it's just not part of our style. We're always in. We're always grinding. Corey, you got a lot to prove, man. Just not a lot to prove, but it's just like, damn, bro. Like, I thought you had it. I know you thought you had it. I know you thought you had 2 rings, but you didn't. That was a tough loss, man. Dom came out of nowhere. Big year. My team's stacked. We're fucking stacked, man. Like, Kevin Lee's team's stacked. We'll see if it stays that way, or if who's gonna start picking at those bricks by bricks. Like, who's gonna send that trade? And someone gets KD, someone gets Zion. It's gonna be a fucking farmer's market over there at the time. I just want to get Drew's thoughts on this year. Does it feel different from last year? What's fantasy basketball giving off right now?
That's, good vibe, Everyone drafted pretty well, I think. It'll be very competitive.
No one's projected to go under 50%. Chance to miss the playoffs.
Like football. There was a couple.
There was like 11s. I'm not gonna say
Yeah,
names.
4. I think was one.
Yeah,
It
4,
was ridiculous. Like
23.
percent chance to make it 0-0.
Right, exactly. Yeah. They're already like on your downfall.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
right.
But no, I think it's giving off good vibes. Going this year, got to improve from last year, and fans are waiting for it.
I did want to ask you. I feel like you're always at the forefront of the trade deadline. You're burning picks year after year, just swiping the credit card.
Yeah.
You want a ring,
Uh-huh.
so it did pay off one year.
Right.
But like, when is it gonna catch up to you of like just never having some high picks? I know you got Giannis and Greek, which really
Right.
like they help a lot, but
Right. I mean, my only picks I don't have is next year's first round. Yeah, I mean, I think we'll be okay. Last year,
this year you didn't have first or second.
Right. Last year was when I kind of paid my debts.
You paid for them.
Yeah, I didn't get picked like the 4th round or something.
True.
Like
So
that.
yeah.
So this year wasn't that bad.
Like,
I think I drafted a little better than I did last year.
okay.
So I think Captain's got my first pick next year still. So I'm finding a way to get that back and we'll be good. Make it all good. But yeah, Giannis and Embiid, ready for the season.
What should I expect from Beal?
From who?
From Beal.
Beal. Oh, Beal.
Right. I feel like he was with you for a while.
He was with me for like 3-4 years. He's a great player. He can dish the rock underratedly.
Can you play point guard?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Definitely. Yeah, I guarantee you he averages at least 8 assists this
Oh,
season.
well, I feel like I got him late.
Yeah, it's a steal.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Looking forward to the season.
Fantasy baseball. Let's get this man paid.
Yep.
Drew Jackson.
Yep.
Just phenomenal run last year.
Thank you.
I think there was like 100 roster moves. Might have set a record for any league. He just got in. He watched the film. He was just. If you show up to practice with a beard, you're out. If you showed up 5 minutes late, you're out. If you fucking
Full New York Yankees over here.
yeah, don't give me a handy when I'm stretched, you're out. It was just cutthroat over there. Let's get this man paid. I didn't want to do this. I was hoping it was gonna be resolved by the time I got here, but Jared Hernandez, we're drafted. You're the last one to pay Dom. Gotta get this man paid. Come from the 2-time champ. I'm sure you would have appreciated getting paid before the next draft or the next season. So, if you could, maybe work out a payment plan, just do something. Let's get this over. Let's wrap this one up. All right, let's wrap this up. Let's move on. Into the season. Great season. Competitive across the board.
Can't wait.
Yeah, honestly, it's LeBron James. He's got to just keep grinding it out, man. He stops when I tell him he stops.
Yep.
Yeah,
He's grinding for you, for sure.
he is. But that's all I got. You good, sir? No last minute
You got another?
remarks, hot take.
You guys want to do one?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we can do it. I'm gonna see if
Hot take?
if Drew got any questions real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
I played the fifth on Palestine.
Yeah, come on. Like,
What?
hey, tie ass on
Yeah,
Palestine.
that's
I
like
don't
what
fucking
I
know.
use on Palestine.
Why is it a screenshot? Why didn't you just fucking tell us? Yeah, we're gonna leave that part out. Palestine part. We'll touch on everything else, I think.
Yeah, we're gonna have to cut that part.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too well versed enough for that subject. But yeah, let's get Drew these questions over with, and then, or I don't know if you want to just do the hot takes and then the questions.
What you got?
Free takes, I should say.
Okay, yeah. Do you think I'm gonna ask you a question as my take, I don't really got a take.
Okay.
But do you think you have? And I wanted to say this earlier, right? Because I was like, you're a fake ass 5-1, like.
Right. You did say that. Yeah.
You did say that.
And I really wanted to say,
Yeah.
do you think it
It's on
was
record.
maybe your white privilege that allowed you to get 5-1, and kind of like
I
why
don't think so
you
at all.
you got a little bit more than Colin this year?
I think we do have a little more than Colin this year. I don't know why. I didn't sign up for this. Didn't send my email to anyone. It just happened. So I don't know what the white privilege is about, but
Okay.
it just comes naturally. Like
Okay, people were
I can't do
asking.
anything about it. Oh, okay.
You can give back to the community.
My white community.
No, you give a couple. No, that's just more.
Nobody cares about those.
That's the you're doing it more.
They don't count.
We don't need that.
Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah, definitely. They got BMW.
They're on a good track. Let's put it that way.
You want to go next?
Yeah, let's just run. Let's
Do you have questions?
I mean, I asked some questions already a little bit. I guess one that would be big would be. Do you ever feel bad if you feel like you're winning a trade by too much?
Do I ever feel bad?
Mm.
No.
Do you feel guilty?
No, I can't.
Right.
I can't feel guilty in fantasy football. Just they take the trade. They take the trade.
Right.
Like doggy dog.
So
world.
when do you let that person know that you feel like you fleeced them? How many? Is it years? Is it?
You know, I like to put it in the chat. Let the group say what they gotta say.
Yeah, of course.
Then a couple days later, like they start talking shit. Like, oh, okay, nah,
You'll bust it out.
I gotta bring this up.
That doesn't burn bridges.
No, it doesn't burn bridges. No,
Right.
no, of course not.
What trade?
Just in general.
Just
I was
in
asking.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do you feel like you have one of those?
No.
Oh, you don't have one of those trades?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
Yeah, that was my question. Just
Yeah,
you know,
no, I mean-
if because for me, it definitely depends on who it is.
Right.
You know, I know how Ruben will he'll go to his casket telling you that Seraphin was like good on that trade, like he'll go to the grave. Like Ruben will never break out of character, bro. It's like you ever seen a South Park episode where they're in the fucking
Right.
like 1982, whatever. Like that man won't break character, bro. Like he'll sit there and die on that thing because he's so afraid the bridge might lose a boat. It might.
oh.
It might be a little more rickety next time he goes to go make another offer to this guy. Like,
Right.
I think that's the only way that shit, captain shit, keeps happening because he just keeps on his nah, whatever. But you know, I would say no. I definitely don't feel guilty. I would say that I don't offer a bunch of trades to certain players if I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes I just let people play. I don't want to interfere too much. Sometimes, you know, maybe it's just commissioner and me talking,
Right.
leaking in to the way I'm like trading. Like I'm not like taking advantage of every situation I could be taking advantage of. I feel sometimes.
You know, like the system we have too, where like we ask everybody first, then it gets up for a vote, and then we vote on it. So it's not like
Right.
it's automatic. Okay, this trade's done.
Right. And there's only been one trade that's been
Up for a vote.
We don't really vote
removed.
for trades.
No.
But we could vote for it.
You know what I'm saying?
How
Like,
does that happen?
it has to be put up for a vote.
We just
first,
voted for one
that's
last
why.
week.
You
But
know,
who's in like? Is there like a formal process of like?
Yeah, but no, I mean, you come to me, you ask for
Oh.
it, I ask around, see if there's enough people who want. If you're the only one that's fucking complaining, then no, you're not gonna vote on it. But if there's like a decent amount of people that want to vote on it, then we will.
Should we talk about that?
About what?
The trade?
Yeah, you want to? What's your thoughts on the trade?
So it didn't get reversed.
no.
I go back and forth, honestly, on that trade. I think at the end of the day, like, hey, you know, we trade who we trade, right? Like that. If you want to make that trade, like that's on you. Just like, hey, yeah, you're right. Like, it's not gonna be nice when it doesn't work out or it ends up really not working out. I go back and forth because then you look at it and you go, was it really like? Should he have gotten more? I think that was the big thing.
Right.
It's like maybe he got a little less. What do you got? A second round pick?
Third
Or
round.
was it a third round pick? Yeah, so it's like, was Najee Harris worth a first round pick?
Oh no, first round no.
Yeah, that one's kind of tough. It's just, you know, last year, because that's what I looked. It's like, you know
Yeah,
what? Like,
he started off the same way last year.
yeah, and he did all right last year. He wasn't terrible. Like, I think he wasn't the best.
He was definitely a flex.
Yeah, I would say that. He's definitely a flex. And for a third, I think it's time will tell, but man, that's like borderline. Like, I just think, why would you accept a third? Like, what's in the third that you think is gonna?
Yeah, that's what I was.
Resurrect your
That's what I was wondering.
team.
I was just like, I just don't think the third, like, it's just too far away
Yeah.
for a third round pick.
And then like, why not wait for Najee to turn it around? Like, you're not going anywhere. Like, you've got nothing to lose. Like, That's different, right? Like that's like just team management, I guess.
Yeah.
Right,
But
and that's what I mean. It's like you said,
It's not
you're
just
allowed to
the
make your
lowest.
own moves.
yeah,
It's just if some people in the league, like you feel some way a little bit about it, like Drew might feel some way a little bit about it, like so if that's a one out of the hundreds of trades that goes through, then at the end of
they
the day,
usually
like
go one. Like whoosh, there's
Would-
never
what'd you say?
there's usually never like
No,
anything.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like it really shouldn't be an issue for us to be like, okay, like this one, and what happened? It went through, right? It wasn't that big of a deal, but it's like if I'm over here playing fantasy football from Qatar or from Indy, like, and I'm not really that involved. I just want to make sure everyone's still good to go. Everyone's still there's no like, oh well, I'm not doing good in this league because I'm not friends with enough people like texting wise on a texting basis. So I'm just saying like I just want to make sure there was no like we're all good with the trades.
Yeah.
There's just we're good.
They were good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the big part was like you said, like just asking around. And,
Right, just like just
Yeah.
get a little temperature check. All right, and I got some temperature checks, and they were like pretty split to the point where I'm like, okay, like right as commissioner, like this one was a little questionable to where this could lead to like some other issues if it doesn't just get resolved right now. Now there's nothing to even talk about.
Right.
Trade went through. What are you gonna say? Nothing, bro. We voted on it. It went through. Like it's
Right.
Jerry wins it. He wins it. Ruben wins it. He wins it.
Yeah.
It's just how it's gonna be at this point. But yeah, I think that other than that, there's never any issues. Like it's everything's smooth. Like I said, I got rid of the trade. That's why I always wanted that 1 day waiver just to like take the liability off the table of like, well, the trade went through, bro. You had a fucking whole ass 24 hours to vote on it if you wanted to vote on it, right? So like that's what it always took care of for me. But after so many years of just so many trades just going through, like I'm just gonna be like, fuck, I took that off and I just put it automatic. So it's like as soon as someone trades, it just goes through like that.
So there was nothing necessarily wrong
With what?
with how it was going. Like
Oh, like the one.
when it was up for a vote,
No,
but you just decided to like
I got
fix
so
something.
many people wanted me to do it.
He decided to fix something that wasn't broken. It's not. I'm not.
No,
There's
didn't.
no shade here.
That
There's
wasn't
no shade.
that wasn't my opinion. That wasn't my choice, really. That was me being nice as commissioner to allow it.
I mean, yeah. There's like there's no shade here. I'm just saying like nothing was broken and you chose to change it.
We're all good.
Yeah. So,
Love Jerry, love Ruben. Great league members.
Yeah,
Just a little hiccup.
Yeah.
yeah. Train went through.
We're good.
Do you
So
think?
it shows the kingdom works, right?
Yep.
It shows it works. So there's
Yeah.
nothing like there's never been any hiccups any year. No hiccups. Yeah, hiccups like commissioner. I have to deal with a lot of fucking issues. Some that don't get brought to the fucking group chat. So there's definitely been fucking things throughout the years, but there's never been one time there's been like something like detrimental to the fucking season or anything. I've had to replace a motherfucker in season. We got through that season, so we're good.
Yep.
So yeah. I think that wraps up that segment. Let me ask Drew some questions from the kingdom. We got Ty. He wants to know how did you get Mustard to absorb Chubb's star ability?
I don't think that's possible, but I feel like after he went down, Chubb gave him some words of advice, and he took that to heart.
Okay.
He really did.
How will you survive when A-Chain returns?
That's week 11. We still got some time before that, and when he does come back, he's not gonna be the same A-Chain.
It's gonna be an interesting battle. It's gonna be like me and Seraphin a little bit. Jameer Gibbs versus Montgomery.
And so
I don't think it's gonna be like. I think
No,
it'll be
I mean,
different.
yeah, I mean, way different. Like it's
Yeah.
a lot more lopsided. That one is. And
You just have a better coach in Miami. Yeah.
will AJ Brown get caught topping Julio off again?
I hope not. Like, I don't know. Like that's allowed on my team, so
He's not allowed. That might be a human rights issue.
yeah, I don't give a fuck. It's not allowed.
All right. We went to the white privilege. He was also curious about that.
Okay.
And what he wants to know it's a little dynamic. It's like he wants to know, does it alternate between you and Ginger Man?
For what?
Your privilege out west, I guess. I don't know.
No, there's no secret meetings. There's
There's no backdoor meetings.
Yeah,
no,
right. That's on account. You take it this week. Like, no, there's none of that.
I'm
It's
dead.
random. I promise.
Um, Are you okay with DJ Moore using his whole season worth of points on one game?
No, I'm not okay with that. Sorry, it's all right. He'll have another 30 burger, another couple 20 burgers.
Okay. Can you love Seraphin and realize Jesse and Ruben are the enemies?
No, because Jesse and Ruben were talking shit about me at the first 3
what
episodes
the hell?
of
What
the
the fuck?
podcast.
Fuck you, Ty. I'm your enemy, motherfucker.
You guys are too nice, man. You guys are too
Nah,
nice.
I'm
They're
good with the
fake
West. I'm
nice.
always good with the
We kind of
West.
just went through this, bro. They're
I'm
fake nice. They're
I'm
just
good with the West.
they're leaving that trade window open. It's just
Ooh.
they're being fake to finesse you in the end.
What?
At least you know I don't like you.
Right, I'm not giving ass either way.
Um,
I like you.
can you die for beating me?
I can try.
How is Jesse so albino?
That's a great question. That's been like the biggest question probably.
Right.
It's
It's
2010.
year to year wondering
Yeah.
that.
Year to year, yep.
What would you give for Hurts Brown stack? For the Brown stack?
What I give for the Hurst Brown stack?
Yeah.
My highest pick for sure. I would give Herbert and
Wow.
maybe like DJ Moore, Ridley.
Wow.
Yep.
Jeez, man. Let me get Hurts from Ty and elevate you up real quick.
Let's do it.
He also wanted to know, can you ask Seraphin why he sucks every year but thinks he's solid?
That's a great question because I ask myself the same shit every year, you know.
No, that's actually one of my questions.
That was one of your questions.
Yeah, it was,
Oh.
that was actually mine. Yeah, I read that. Actually, yeah, he didn't ask it about Paul. That was me.
You answer? Oh, you're asking me
Oh
the
yeah,
question?
I mean,
That's Drew.
mine-
I don't really want. No.
You said, can you
No,
ask?
I don't need to hear.
And
from
so he
Seraphin.
asked.
I don't need to hear. I already know what
And I
Seraphin thinks.
think,
I want to
you
know what
know,
Drew. I want to
I
hear. I want to hear what
think
Drew thinks.
Once you
I
get
know,
into the
we know-
numbers,
we already know what you think.
Once
Your
you get into the
numbers,
numbers,
your graphs, your
once you
like.
get to the graphs,
Yeah,
the line
like,
graphs.
I just want to know what does Drew think about that. Like, what is that?
But you said to ask me.
I guess yeah. I
You
guess.
were like,
Well,
Drew, can you
yeah,
ask?
can Drew ask you though?
Yeah, so I'm here to answer you, Drew. I think because I don't know how many times I gotta say it, but I mean, this week proved kind of a lot of what I've continued to say would have been
Because you
proven.
beat Colin, he's 1-4.
It could,
right?
it
Or
could have,
he's-
it could have been proven more if Jesse would have, woke the fuck up and won. We would,
Thank you. At least you know I can wake up.
East would have went 4-1 against
At least you know I can wake
the
up. though.
West.
Right.
And I just want to point out too that going into this week, there was kind of a lot of hype for the East versus West week. Like,
Yeah.
and that was had a lot to do with the fact that I was just
There you
naming
go.
facts, things that were going
Had a
on,
lot to do with that.
and then the East and the West,
It had a lot to do with that.
everyone's like, "Oh shit!" Like, yeah, he's kind of saying
Yeah,
something.
he's like, yeah, you are saying
And
something.
then East and West week comes up, big week. Jesse
I
drops
mean,
the ball,
it's not a week though. It's kind of like a 3 weeks.
but we could have went 4-1. We obviously went 3-2, and I just think that just speaks to the question. I play in the East, and the West seems nice sometimes. Just 9 times out of 10, I think I want to be in the West.
You can't hide behind that excuse. I don't feel like just the easy.
I mean, that's the fascinating part because, like, yeah, I mean, we'll never know, but the facts are there. Justin, I think, has scored 70 points the last 2 weeks. I don't think he's scored over 100. He's 3-3.
Justin 2-4.
Oh,
Captain.
Captain.
Yeah, he's 3-3.
He's 3-3, and he's dropped like over 80 once, over 90 once, and then 70 twice. Like, it's just, it's difficult, right? I mean, as the old analogy goes, it's like walk a mile in my shoes.
Yeah.
You're never gonna be able to do that. I'm never gonna be able to walk a mile in your shoes, and like at the end of the day, like I'm not gonna be able to really tell. But
Yeah, I don't think you can film.
that's
my
the big
shoes.
story, though. I'll let you finish off.
No, I mean, I was just saying, like, the question was, why does everyone think he's
Yeah.
so good when he comes in, he's ass?
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. I feel like he has to change his name again. I mean, that's the thing.
That's his thing, right?
Right? Like, I'm looking here.
Yeah.
2017, it was Ray Lewis, motherfucker.
Yeah.
2-11. He went 2-11.
Yeah.
my first year.
Jeez.
Jumped to 2 years later.
2-11?
2-11.
2-11. That might have been the worst record. In,
2-11.
It's gotta be tied. It's gotta be tied for the worst record.
I was gonna add all of his wins up, but I didn't do that.
Oh man.
I won't put him on blast.
Oof, that would been tough.
But 2 years later, he changes to fuck them crackers, and he's 10-3. So I feel like I don't know. Isn't that like? I don't think it's a coincidence.
Right.
But then he goes to fuck 12, and he goes back to 5 and 8. So it's like fuck
I feel
12.
like he had the public behind him at first, and then he went against police, and it was like, now he lost half the people that were fucking with the fuck
That's exactly
crackers.
what it was.
Like,
And then it's been horny Hoosier ever since.
no, it's not.
10 and 18 in the last 2 years.
It's the pastor now.
Oh yeah, it's the best.
Oh, you're right. This is the year before that. Okay.
Yeah, the horny Hoosier years, man. That was like,
Horny Hoosier. You went when you went in those years?
dude, those were some
10
bad
and
teams,
18.
man. Those are some bad teams,
Those were
man.
just good narratives.
Hell no, those
Good
are some
stories.
bad teams, man.
I don't know what the narratives were. What were the narratives? What were the good narratives?
Those are some bad teams, man.
There's no You ready to bust?
So he just came in like just shooting for home runs and it just didn't work out.
He came in hot, like thinking he was gonna run shit.
Yeah.
Like, it was funny. Like, I was like, yeah, I did win a championship. Seraphins first. You were my good luck charm, bro. As soon as you got to the league, as soon as you got to the league, I won a championship.
You
And I've
can't
been, I've been
literally
like
say that.
dominating ever since then.
Well,
man.
I'm pretty sure like Marco's team was the same team, so.
No, I'm saying, but you got there. You were just my good luck charm because I won. That was the year I won. I already gone.
There's a lot more.
But you got there, and it was just like you motivated me to like kind of like show
There's a
you
lot
like what
more.
has happened.
There's a lot more to it than.
It's like I feel like there should have been like a camera crew following me that year. I would have loved to like rewatch that, bro, and like just seeing what Seraphim was saying, like, oh, it's okay, like do this, and then for me to win that year, I feel like it's getting lost in the history of it,
5 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, it's,
Definitely like Drew's championship.
Yeah,
but we still respect it though. You're still in the ring of honor, right?
Exactly. I'm still in the
What,
ring of honor.
what did I put? What did I put in there? Let's open the backstage a little bit for him. What did I say the other day
What do you say?
in the ring of honor?
Ring of honor? Let me check.
Yeah, go check it out.
Let me go check it out. So do you remember us talking in there a couple days ago?
Sometimes we touch on deep, life issues.
Yep. Just
What?
stuff you guys wouldn't just.
Something-
Oh, okay. Oh wait, they got deleted. Oh. No, Captain said don't let anyone else new in.
Yeah.
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 You have to.
That's just
Yeah.
the goal. What were you talking about?
We don't though. We don't.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You
It's,
don't, yeah.
Don't have to.
we could just repeat, and just collect rings all together. And Captain's the last new member. He's the last new member.
That's crazy.
So
Last new member.
it's man, it's just
Ring of honor.
that'd be hilarious, bro. If it'd be the same again, like next year, someone got another ring. Like, it's not someone
Wow.
new. Like,
Yeah.
damn, man, it's only what? It's me, you, Colin,
Ty.
and Cap.
Yeah.
Half the league.
Half the league.
Half the league.
Who's gonna be the first or the other
I
half?
don't know, man. I would say probably Ruben. He's probably the favorite.
Ruben. I think I think it's gonna be Alonzo.
Ooh, yeah, Alonzo's a good one too.
I think it's gonna be Alonzo. I just think Tyreek Hill is just amazing.
That boy's gonna fall in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Alonzo's gonna choke. That's what he does until the Tyreek Hill, Lamar Jackson era is over. I think Alonzo's gonna choke. That's just his team. That's his core. In CMC, Lamar, CMC, and Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
That's been the core for a long time.
Yeah.
Until they're gone, the narrative doesn't change.
I agree. He's had that team for a while.
Stumbled upon that team.
I saw a question from Ruben that said
Oh, so.
something about Nick Chubb.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
What was it? What was the message to the team when he went down?
Yeah. Message to the team. I had him talk to the team. Said I had Nick Chubb talk first. He said, yeah, we can do it without him.
And it
It's
was just
hard
like
to believe.
after he was screaming in agony, or he was still.
No, this is like the next week. Like
Oh,
next
I
week.
didn't know if it was
Yeah,
like
no,
same.
nah.
They lost the game.
No,
came
talking
back
about, okay,
in.
same day. I just told him, like, like much like the Aaron Rodgers situation, like he was just an add-on to this team. Like we can do it without him. It would just
Nick
it
Chubb?
would have been much easier with them. That's what he told
Nick
him.
Chubb just add on. That's a little disrespectful to Nick.
It was not. Everyone's the same over here.
He's an add-on. Nick Chubb.
Everyone's an add-on.
He's a core guy. I thought.
He's core. He's my baby. Everyone knows that.
There you go. He's not no add-on.
No,
Fuck? He's not
he's-
fucking no guacamole. We're talking about chicken. We're talking
I
about
got-
the protein
I
here.
gotta
It's just
motivate
lift
the-
the Nick
I
Chubb.
gotta motivate the boys. I can't let them get down. Like, we can't just.
I feel like you might have sent him through like an alcoholic spiral,
Tell him,
like
like-
depression, like thinking he'll never get in your good grades again. He's like, oh, every time he takes a shot, he's like, oh, I'm just an add-on, and he takes like a big ass chug out of a fucking like
he knows his worth. He knows.
out of a Crown Royal, bro.
He's not going nowhere. He's fine.
All right, man. Wow, man, that was a jam-packed episode.
It was.
I think that is gonna compete with Rubens. It's gonna compete with Rubens. I think that both were great.
Oh, Ruben did great in the show. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is another back-to-back great guests.
I think the ratings dropped a little bit here.
Like, how do you say that? Like, drag that director that say. It's not a yeah, I think that. Yeah, I think. Like, that's not what I'm saying. Fucking, we'll see who's next. Be ready. Be prepared. Hopefully Serafin's ready to go next time. You know, since he gave me shit for Rue, I gotta give him shit. But yeah, let's get him in.